pickles belong like on sandwiches and hamburgers, and that's it. They don't belong on in the batter of KFC that has 11 herbs and spices. You add the pickle flavor, and it throws off the balance of the 11 herbs and spices. And then you add it to the fries. The fries are like it's like.
Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience. We're back. It's week 1. Spread picks, Cust Corner, Survivor picks, because, hey, we're all still alive. In fact, you can play in our Survivor pool along with us. Right now, you can go to Splash Sports. Just hit the description. Get the link there. It's $50 to play. $500,000 guaranteed. Jeff, do you know what the strategy is for this particular Survivor pool? Have you thought about it?
I mean, sometimes now they're so big that it kind of feels like you're playing like the Powerball to a sense. But I don't know. I'm insane. I'll nut up from go. Like, we'll get to a game and I'll be like, this might be my eliminator, and it's a 3-point game. I'm just ready to nut up. I swear to God.
Here's the move, because actual registration for the Survivor pool, my Survivor pool, is on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So it's not full yet. So you can just Eagles, Chiefs, Chargers, Cowboys, whichever one of those teams that you like. If they lose, you can just go re-enter if you want to.
Dude, I'm all in. I'll be maxing the Eagles. If they lose, I'll just buy 5 new teams.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Like, sorry, that's just where my head is at. Feeling good, but football's got my wallet, so it's time.
It is. We will be doing a Ryder Cup show towards the end of the year, but this is week 1. This is the best week of the season. Paul is out as producer of the show. Jared, who you may remember from last year, is in as producer. The coin is here. We are sponsored by Underdog. Code Mayo at Underdog will get you up to $1,000 deposit bonus. There's a free Saquon pick for Thursday if you sign up now. And if you just play a $5 pick-em entry, you'll get an automatic $50 in your account, win or lose. So you should probably take advantage of that. In studio with me, as he will be all year, sitting there with a very floral shirt. It is
Tim Andergust.
It's not my name.
You're rattled already.
Yes, I am.
We're doing this late. I think it's going to get fun.
I think it's going to be fun. And it's funny. It's week 1. You look at the numbers. People say this is a tough week. I actually see a lot of freebies out here in week 1. I do. I don't know why. Just the board looks really nice in week 1, I have to say.
All of the lines that we're using today are provided by coolbet.com. So if you're in Canada, outside of Ontario, you hit the description, go sign up. Through that link, you'll get a bonus up there as well. They pay out faster than anyone in the biz, Jeff. Anyone.
I believe it. I believe that. I've experienced it before, so I can sense I can vouch for you on that one.
Yeah, as someone who actually won enough money at some points this year that I was able to withdraw. Thank you, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson boxing match. We're good to go. But it's so fun to be back. We did the win totals draft. That was fun. AFC wins, NFC wins. That was all the pregame. But we're here now. It's going to be fun having you in studio, too.
I hope so. I think it'll produce good content. We'll see.
You know what we do need, Jeff? We need, because we're going live on Sunday night again, as we do every year. We need something, maybe the Peoples. They can smash the like, they can sub to the episode. If they leave a rating, if you do all those things, and you leave a rating and review and sub on Apple and Spotify, videos on Spotify now as well, you get into a draw for $250. So just straight cash. I'll pick someone on this show next week. If you leave the rating and review, subscribe, to maybe even tell some friends. You tell some friends, we'll be good to go on that front. But Jeff, we need to know what Tim is eating on the Sunday night show this year.
I hope there's enough like regional fast food new things to even make it work. Or I guess just make him, I guess it's just, as long as it's new to Tim, it's new. So yeah, people give the suggestions, but you're going to get a lot of suggestions, and without people realizing that you guys don't have the options like, the fatties in the Midwest get. You know what I mean?
You sound pretty jealous of that.
Yeah.
I am pretty jealous, and I want to do something right now because I always have to defend myself at the Super Bowl, and I know Pat agrees with me, but Tim makes me swim upstream. Week 1, better than the Super Bowl. It sounds stupid now for how obvious it is, But at the Super Bowl, it's like people make me defend this take. Week 1 with the boys, it is a litmus test on who still has some say in their households as to who gets to hang out for week 1. The Super Bowl, the wives just let you out. I tell my friends' wives all summer that week 1's more important than the Super Bowl, and I better see them at week 1.
Week 1 is the most fun week of the year, bar none.
I agree.
The best sporting day on the calendar, Sunday, week 1. Except for people who are watching this show.
American Thanksgiving is a very close competitor.
That I get a bit too banged up on American Thanksgiving.
Are you like with your buddy? Like if you're
Yes.
American, are you out with your buddies or you're out with like an
we
aunt
are.
or uncle that you don't want to be around? So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
can that be better?
But, I think what Tim is saying for us, not being American, but treating it as a holiday where all of our buddies get together, get wasted, and watch football. It's a lot of fun.
Sorry. Yes, we're spoiled in that sense, in that way up here, as we make it our own day, but without family. So it's food and friends and football, and not the family part, which is a winner. But oh yeah, week 1, even though my vibes are low, but week 1, you're so close, you could taste it. Like the kids are going to school, football's back. We get our lives back, people. Thank God.
Well, not me. I get chained to this desk 7 days a
Yeah,
week.
your freedom is over.
Sorry. yes, and Jesus. And yes, and I applaud. I'm so happy for you and the vacation you take after football season, but yes, it comes for a price.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that again this year. Well, I'll let the people know in about a month or so what the case is on my personal vacations. But I do have some personal news. Sitting in this chair, Jeff, very uncomfortable right now. Do you know why?
I can't see you. I'll let them in the fourth wall. So I don't know.
I got the snip on Friday.
God, I've been putting that off. I've just been pulling out for way too long lately. Okay, I might just need some counseling off air at some point. If my wife finds out you beat me to it, I'm dead. So do not cut that.
Don't make that the breakout clip of the episode.
Yeah, listen, my wife will see the stuff we post on social, but she does not make it 14 minutes, 12 minutes, 4 minutes into an episode.
What if I mention it in the corner? Then
I could get got.
Yes, you could.
I could get got. Anything in the corner I'm susceptible. Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you, laying on that table, it was there. It felt like someone they put like a needle into you to freeze you. And they told you to shave beforehand going in. Then they put a bunch of antiseptic on it, which is essentially just hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing is just burning sensation. Putting hand sanitizer all over your sack. And then you get the little needle in there and it just feels like someone flicks you in the balls. Just very not hard. Like someone just Jeff, when you get grazed in the balls by something.
Yeah.
It's like that little bit of pain. And then I just closed my eyes and took deep breaths. And I said, I don't want to know when you're starting. Just tell me when you're ending. And 5 minutes later, it's like, yeah, you're done. I was like, oh, that wasn't bad at all. But I haven't had, he said, 1 in 100 people get pain, that kind of thing. I've known a few people who've had pain through a vasectomy too. I haven't. But I've had, when you get really kicked hard in the balls or something hits you in the balls and you get an ice cream headache in your stomach? It's been that feeling, but a very minor version of it for 2 days. I'm starting to come out of it now. Feeling a lot better.
I got an ice cream headache today. I drank ice water too fast. That happened. I was on the golf course. We have an ice dispenser and water at the turn. I got a big bottle of ice water. I drank it way too fast, and I had an ice cream headache.
How'd your golf game handle that?
Well, you have to take a few minutes to just take a deep breath and let it subside because it's very uncomfortable.
So that's where I'm at, Jeff. Apparently I can play golf on Wednesday, so I'm happy about that.
I'll vouch. I'll be able to vouch. Okay. Now, okay, this is now my fall plan. If it doesn't get done, okay, you did it, I gotta go.
Yeah, I now have 3 other friends who were putting it off that now they are doing it as well.
Yeah, if my wife finds that you've done it, she will be fucking pissed. And I'm a monkey. It takes a lot to piss her off. That would piss her off. I'm thinking about the birds fucking in Cam's backyard.
People love that. We had our most popular YouTube short of all time this week. Jared posted Cust's reaction and picking the wins for the Jets for the first 5 games. That got like 30,000 views immediately of people being like, who is this goober?
Welcome. I hope you're watching.
Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. One thing I do want to tell people as we kick things off for Dallas at Philly, the home opener for the Super Bowl champions. -7.5. Sorry, at Coolbet is the line right now. 47.5. I do have a brand new tool betting. It's actually for all sports, but you can get a free week of it right now. If you go to 4for4.com/Mayo, you get the Sharp Stack app. It is, and you got 25% off after you get your free week. Give it a test drive. This is the best week to bet. Get in there. It'll give you props, spreads, totals, first half lines. And hell, if you want to do MLB at the same time or college football, all of it is in there. I just posted my newsletter. You can get the link down in the description. I used it all summer for WNBA. I crushed WNBA. So hopefully I'm going to crush NFL as we get into it too. The first pick of the season goes to the coin, and the coin is picking Dallas Cowboys +7.5.
I am not joining the coin. And in fact, we're starting hot. This is the first part of a 4-team, 6-point teaser. We're taking the Philadelphia Eagles down to -1.5. I don't like anything that's going on in Dallas right now. It's true that within 12 hours of me picking them on the wins total show, they traded away Micah Parsons in a trade which maybe we can discuss. I actually don't think is that terrible.
Neither do I.
I actually, maybe you'd rather have the Green Bay side, but it's like really close. And Dallas like got a Pro Bowl defensive tackle and 2 first-round picks for a guy that they clearly were not intending to sign. And it doesn't seem like it was all smooth sailing in Dallas, and like everyone was devastated that he was traded either. So I think maybe Philly, you can say won the trade, Green Bay, that's fine. But I don't think Dallas is that much worse off in the long run, having this new D tackle and 2 first-round picks.
I'm kind of on Tim's side here. It sucks that you lose.
Yeah.
And especially when you look at pressure rate for the Cowboys in the Parsons era versus pre-Parsons. They were like bottom 10 every single year. They get Parsons, they are top 10 every year in pressuring the quarterback. You can't replace that. So what do you do? They're not good is the problem. Their defense isn't even good with him. So what's the point of having him? You want to have one of the best edge rushers, if not the best edge rusher in football on your team. But if you're not going to do anything with it, and you're going to have to make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the league, getting a Pro Bowler and 2 first-round picks sounds pretty good. It helps you rebuild at least.
Yeah.
I'll take a bit of a different spin, although I don't disagree with you guys. As just a fan, like, I don't care about the basketball stuff that went on there. It almost doesn't exist to me. So I just look at this strictly as like football, and maybe, to the Cowboys fans that also lost Soto this past offseason, that probably had to hurt from their favorite baseball team. But who is this fucking team? Who is this team? They hire a coach in a news dump on a Friday night. They trade their best player. Like, when you signed up, anyone out there who's a Cowboys fan who's not from the greater Dallas area or whatever, when you signed up to be a Cowboys fan, you weren't signing up for anything but like top tier. Now, it doesn't mean you're always going to win, but, someone not wanting to play for your team, demanding a trade, that's like what Eli did to me. That's like what Browns fans, Lions fans, that's what loser organizations deal with when you're in the 90s and you cheer for a basketball team in Canada. That's the sort of shit that is part of your life. Not when you decided, I'm going to be a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I feel no pity or sympathy for any of them. I've just been snickering about it. I will say it's a loss for the Cowboys. I'm not certain how big of a win it is for Green Bay, although I'm excited to see, because in this new era of football, I don't like the concept of trading picks and paying the top tier contract has yet to be shown that it's a recipe for success. We've never seen anyone win after giving up the picks and paying top shelf. You can do one, you can do the other, and I'll be like, okay, let's go. When you do both, I have to acknowledge I've never seen it work before.
I'm trying to rack my brain around the last time this happened in football like this. But the trade that immediately jumps to mind when you say that was Denver trading Melo to the Knicks. The Knicks gave them all their pieces that would have made them a contender, but then they had no one left when Melo was there.
Yeah, so that's an example. But in any sport, when you have to trade like a package and pay the new top of market number, I don't have any example of that working. So that is my hesitancy. But let's go. I mean, I had the Packers in the NFC title game when we did our picks a week before the trade. So I was high on them to begin with. And if I'm a Packer fan, like I'm bolt up, like let's go, pure adrenaline just coursing through your veins. And that's what it's about.
Didn't expect Geoff to compare the Dallas Cowboys with the Vancouver Grizzlies. So that is quite,
no, but
quite a
they are
revelation.
like the Jaguar. Like they are in terms of the NFL. What are they? Like all Jerry Jones ever did was hire Jimmy Johnson. And he gets credit for like the NFL being this monster.
He also hired Parcells, and that worked relatively well.
He also was in Landman in a gut-wrenching performance.
I'm just saying, like, what? Like, Jerry Jones gets credit as if, like, the NFL wouldn't be a behemoth without him.
It might not be. The trades the things that he did in the 1990s
I love
set
ball.
the stage for football not just being massive, but being the new national pastime. I don't think you can just discard that too quickly.
It's true.
I can.
No,
Sundays
it just
and gambling. It didn't have to do with the Cowboys.
It may not. Listen, one thing may not be because of the other. But the moment that deal with Fox was signed and football basically took over being a national sport was when the Cowboys were awesome. And you had Michael Irvin going to court the entire time. Like they were tabloids. They had every superstar and they were dominant at the time that football rose to prominence. That they are synonymous with the rise of football, whether it's because of them or it would have happened anyway. They have to be tied to it.
I don't think it's post hoc ergo propter.
Jimmy Johnson doesn't get enough credit and Jerry gets way too much.
Probably. Sure. Jared wants to hop in.
Yeah, little research. The two comps that came to mind, Khalil Mack from the Raiders to the Bears would be the big defensive one. But the one that I think Geoff might be forgetting, Jalen Ramsey. Didn't get signed right after, but multiple first-round picks to the Rams for Jalen Ramsey win the Super Bowl the next year.
Yeah, I guess.
So it has worked.
That was a whole cavalcade of trades that also
it went very poorly in Cleveland.
for Stafford. Ramsey. They paid a lot for Ramsey, so that's a good example. I don't know. This is like guy makes like quarterback money, but hey, I'm cheering for the Packers. I hope it works, and I have no sympathy for the Cowboys or people that decide to be a Cowboys fan. Good for you.
It's now like hipster to become a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, it
It'd be
really
like becoming
is.
a Jets fan.
Well, you're just masochistic if you become a Jets fan.
But you put fake expectations onto the Jets. Being a Cowboys fan is basically like being in Canada and being a Leafs fan.
Similar.
No, but wouldn't you agree? Like, if someone decided they're a Cowboys fan, like they there's like a certain expectation.
But what's that expectation? They haven't won a Super Bowl in fucking 30
No,
years.
not even about winning. Not even about winning. That like you're going to be star fuckers.
Well, I mean, isn't that basically what the Leafs do? The Leafs don't skimp on their players. They just suck.
Yeah, and when's the last time a guy, Marner kind of did it without saying it. But guys don't be like, get me the fuck out of here, at least publicly.
Except when they lose to a Zamboni driver who comes in to play goalie in the third period.
That was a great moment.
One of the best moments of sports in the last 10 years. It makes me happy every single time I think about it.
I should throw this out here when we get to the Packers, but since we'll
get to that game, I have thoughts.
But since we're talking about the trade right now, the Packers are going to have the highest paid non-quarterback and the second highest paid quarterback starting next year.
Yeah. So the bill comes due pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they spend $0 on receivers, so that's helpful.
Like in the NFL, that just doesn't seem like a recipe for success. It's sort of like having waves of players that like most people have never even heard of.
It worked for the Rams. And Jared mentioned that when you had Aaron Donald, who was one of the highest paid players in football.
Stafford.
And Ramsey and Stafford. And it all came together in that one season and they won the Super Bowl.
But so much of that, as we even identified before the year, was predicated on the health of that team.
It was.
If anyone goes down, they had no one to replace these guys.
No.
And they stayed healthy enough, and it was fine.
Yeah, you're
And they
threading
won.
you're threading a needle, but it can be done. But it's difficult.
I agree. I just don't think it's like a clear win for the Packers. But
If this leads to a rebuild for Dallas, I think it makes a ton of sense. And like, it doesn't need to be a 3-year rebuild.
No.
Like, you're now overloaded with picks. So you just make good picks. You should be pretty good as of next
or
year.
trade a couple of those picks for a player if you want to as well.
You don't need. I think you need too many players, and that's kind of the reason that I'm going with Philly in this spot as well. Is like Diggs is going to miss this game as well. So what do they have on defense? They're basically going to be a crazier version of last year's Bengals, but in the NFC. Like, they're not going to be able to stop anyone. The offensive line kind of stinks, but they're just going to have Dak with CD, and now you add Pickens to the mix, who will do something. Listen, if Dallas is in danger of covering this spread, they'll throw it to Pickens, and he will do something to ensure that they don't cover the spread.
They also have the fastest player in football.
Listen, he's like their third receiver now.
He should be. He's electric. They were showing at the Miami Notre Dame game, they were showing Devin Hester hanging out on the sidelines. And I've long said I think Turpin could be the next Devin Hester.
Tim,
I don't think so.
I need your memory here. Like, has anyone dropping the banner on these Thursdays lost yet?
The Patriots did to the Chiefs.
Yeah, 27-7. I was in Boston watching that.
Yeah, and that's
Kareem Hunt went crazy in that.
And have
game.
any of the games when they've have any of these Thursday night openers been close?
yes. The year Tampa dropped the banner, I believe it was 31-29 Dallas over
Dallas, yeah.
Tampa over
okay.
Dallas. That was a close one. And the year the Eagles dropped the banner in 2018, the Falcons had a first and goal from the 4 and didn't convert for a touchdown to win the game. So that was an Eagles-Falcons opening game.
Classic Falcons.
But like, so there's two examples right off the hop. Last season was what? Who won the Super Bowl? The Chiefs did.
Chiefs played the Texans,
They
didn't
played the Texans the year the COVID
Chris,
year,
they
and that
played
game
the
was not
Texans around
close.
Chris.
They did play the Texans.
Played the Ravens.
The Ravens, and that was a
they? Likely dropped the pass.
yeah, like he didn't step. He stepped on the
Oh,
end
yeah,
line.
you're right.
He stepped
He
on
was
the
on
end
the
line, and
line.
the Ravens could have won. So
That was a great end of game
the
challenge.
dog is live, and it's in division, and it's a ton of points. So if you told me you like Dallas against the number, I'd understand it.
This
I
feels like
hate
it.
this game. I'm
this-
going to be invested in it in eliminators a lot. So
it's my
I'm just
eliminator
going to
pick on
be
the
cheering
shop.
for the. I'm just going to ride the Eagles here. I'm not committing to a real life 7.5 spread bet though.
It does. I mean, this is a perfect teaser game. It's a perfect eliminator game. Play in the eliminator pool. Splash Sports 4 for 4 is the one that it's under. Hit the description to go join that now. We need people. We need like 8,000 people to join it before Sunday.
Yeah, instead of watching me pick Jets wins on YouTube Shorts, why don't you go join Pat's League?
Do both.
Why don't you join it?
Yeah, why don't you join it, pal? I think that the easy Dallas cover in this game is that I think their offense is going to be good, and it's only going to get better the more that they're out of games. That they can backdoor this no problem.
They could. I wouldn't be surprised.
I do think
What
that
are even the concerns for Philly right now? Complacency?
AJ Brown said he's going to play. He's a bit banged up.
New
though.
coaches. AJ Brown is banged up. It's a divisional game. Like, divisional games can and do tend to be kind of closer.
Saquon runs for what? 3,000 yards in this game?
You would think they'd want to showcase him in the prime game.
I mean, I don't think they need to show.
No, but you think they would. I think they would.
I wonder what Sharpstack's saying about the props in this game. They already got those up.
I'm afraid to bet it because, like, I know, like like a Pizzola would laugh at me. Like, I could just see the end of like the Gen Pop's just getting baited so hard for the week 1 game. The stink on Dallas it is wafting so hard all off season, trading their best player. I'm kind of expecting a spicy game.
The Cowboys are definitely the sharp side. There's no doubt about that.
I don't know about that.
I think they probably are.
Listen, they're still a public enough team that's going to be baked into the odds as well. The number 1 prop for the week so far in terms of expected value, Geoff, from Sharpstack, 4for4.com/Mayo. If this one wins, you got to buy it. That's what I'm saying. You use code Mayo, you get 25% off. But you get that free week that you can take the test drive. Don't like it, cancel. But Javonte Williams in the Dallas backfield under 10.5 rushing attempts is playing plus 107 at the moment. That is the highest rated EV prop, Geoff. You want to dump all your money? Do it on that.
You should play a game each week, which surefire prop will screw Pat Mayo, because it happens every week. And it happens by a yard, or it happens by a carry, or a half a carry. It happens every week.
I am genuinely excited to lose money betting first touchdown on Thursday, but in 2 weeks, I'll be like already hating all the money I've lost on stupid first touchdowns.
Hertz will not be scoring the first touchdown on.
Oh, I was gonna say Hertz is such the bet here.
He's not scoring the first touchdown.
But his first touchdown is probably like what, even money?
I would pick Eagles defense to score the first touchdown.
The exciting whites are back.
I'm just saying, defense, special teams. That's what I would like first.
Let's see. Let me go over to coolbet.com right here. Touchdown, TD scores, anytime touchdowns. And Jalen Hurts minus 175 anytime touchdown.
Wow.
They don't have first touchdown out yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But like, don't tempt me with a spicy Jake Ferguson number.
It's the Eagles. It's going to be Hurts. Hurts scores every week.
Or it's Barkley from some depth.
That you have to fade that. What you need is like in the Super Bowl, Dotson gets put down at the one and Hurts does the tush push.
A.J. Brown scored in that Super Bowl. Devonta Smith. I mean, everybody did. They were up 37-0 at one point.
The defense scored.
The defense scored.
But then, after I left and went home, Kansas City got there on all the rovers.
Yeah, they scored 22 cosmetic points in a Super Bowl that was really a blowout.
So, Jeff, at minus 7.5, you're taking the Eagles?
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it's Eagles, and the coin is going to Dallas. Let's go south of the hemisphere to Brazil for the Chargers and the Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 3 in this game, Jeffrey. It's a YouTube special. Jeff, did you see who was on the YouTube broadcast for this game?
I did. Isn't that fun, Peter?
Friend of the show, Pete Overzet. I feel like it's a really big moment.
Yes. That is quite awesome. It shows, maybe these Google YouTube games, like they are going to be a little bit different. And the people there, someone in charge, like has some idea what's happening on the internet, I guess. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was always hoping it was going to be me, but if it can't be me, having Pete is probably better than that.
I would have hoped it was you, but if it wasn't you, I think Pete would have been my second choice. So yeah, I think you nailed that.
Yeah, you sub to Pete's YouTube channel at Peter Overzet. I'm on there from time to time. He's on here from time to time.
Be on site? That's probably a dumb question.
I don't believe so. I don't think this is like a Vincenzi with Live type deal where they're
I just don't know, like, because
you need to do online articles. Here, we're going to send you to Spain for no reason.
Like COVID football when they were having broadcasters call games from closets. I don't
mean closets.
They do that.
But
they
like
do that at the Olympics, by the way, for most countries. Like even for the U.S., there's a lot of people that are just in the U.S. watching it on TV.
You think that'll happen when they go to Italy in the winter?
It's big savings.
I know NBC spends so much money on the Olympics.
Like
I feel
I
like
said,
no expense should be spared.
As I feel like we've debated early, and I don't know the exact logistics of it, but like there's a chance this game is like on the Google homepage.
Yeah, it would be on the YouTube main page, wouldn't it?
I would assume so. They're even advertising it on TV. Yeah. Watch it on YouTube.
Like, as Jeff pointed out, this could be the most watched game ever.
Worldwide, I can't imagine how it doesn't become the most watched game ever, and the people will get to see the Chargers do a chargering. More people than ever will get to see us do some short bus antics.
If I was you, would be concerned after watching last year's game about the quality of this field, Jeff.
I've been concerned about it since the draw, but, it's not Melbourne.
I bet you they have better turf.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
You gotta think,
the league has promised. Apparently, it's a different stadium. Jordan Love was like hurt for 8 weeks after this game. So God forbid, in every play, that's like, think I count to 3 for penalties. Like, everyone please stand up. Everyone please stand up. Like, I'm not looking forward to Friday night. Like, I was enjoying my Friday night a couple nights ago, and it was like, next Friday night, my stomach is going to feel disgusting. I'm going to be watching these guys. It's going to be a roller coaster. It makes me feel alive, but I'm old enough where I don't really want that feeling anymore. And that doesn't mean I don't love them and want them to win. But God, it's
a health and safety game, isn't it, Jeff? Just health and safety.
Health and safety on this field is a priority. It is a priority. I would be shocked if we won. Be shocked, yeah.
But will you cover the 3 points? The coin says yes. And for reference, to go back to last year, the coin was the winner of the four of us. None of us finished over 500. You were second.
I know. I had a good year.
You were under 500.
Of this group, I had a pretty good year.
You were 6-12 on SUPERLOCKS.
I had a really bad year on SUPERLOCKS, but I have a really hot one this week.
Oh, do you?
I think so.
And you had your best year ever on the free money, 5-15.
Yeah, you made money with me last year.
Tim, you've got the Chargers winning the division, so isn't this a hinge game?
No, it's not a hinge game, but I like them, and I'd pick them to win.
Why?
I don't know that the Chiefs, if the Chiefs win, it's going to be a push. This does smell like a 3-point game, but I don't know. I just think this is a great spot where, look, Kansas City has been so good for so long. How many fans are going to Sao Paulo? None. Just like the Chargers don't have any fans. So it really will be like a neutral site game. Best case scenario for you, really, because if this game had been at home, it would have been heavily attended
Agreed.
by the Chiefs.
Okay, yeah.
So it's an advantage for
point.
you there. And, I look at the game. I still think the Chiefs are going to have offensive problems. And I think the Chargers, they've known they're going to play this game for forever. I think your coach is a fantastic coach. He's going to have them. They played the Chiefs tough last year in tough circumstances. They lost them both, but they were both tough games. I think your coach is going to have your team up for this game, and I'm going to pick the Bolts.
What's Keenan Allen up to? Is he a part of this offense, Geoff?
Yeah, I think he is. But a lot of it is a great unknown to me as to what's actually going to happen. Yeah, Keenan Allen's a part of it, and Herbert and Keenan, I think, will be a bit of a thing. And Ladd, you could slot him anywhere. People don't think he could play the outside. Go watch some of the highlights from what he did from the outside last year. I just don't Reed and Mahomes. I guess it's extra time to prepare. We're going to finally beat them. Hard to believe that. Hard for me to believe it. I used to believe that could happen. I'm done believing that's going to happen.
Do you think that swashbuckling Najee is going to be active?
So that's a great question. I don't have a clue.
That was helpful.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to have some. They don't call me. They don't call me.
Why do you think that
I feel
is?
like football season. I'll be honest. Football season really freaking snuck up on me.
It's the earliest it could be. This is the early because Labor Day is as early as it can be.
The
This is
local
earliest
ball
the season
team has
starts.
been decent. My sports focus. I've not been foaming at the mouth for it, but so I'm maybe a little behind on knowing what's going on, even with the Chargers. But I don't have a clue about if Najee's gonna actually gonna play week 1. I don't think he's practiced enough to play week 1. I'm excited to see Omarion, but 3rd and 6, game on the line. Mahomes gonna make the sickest play. And of course, it's just, you've seen the movie before. Why does Tim think he's getting a different movie? Imagine betting against the movie.
Will the newly engaged couple be there?
I'm sure one of them will.
Well, one would hope. At least
You know
one.
what? On that note, there are people, and there's real markets on this thing that think, smart people that think she's going to play the Super Bowl. I'm looking for action. There's no chance she is playing this year's Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is beneath that woman. And if it's her husband's actual last year.
What if they do it like a Miss Elizabeth Randy Savage, match made in heaven, summer made in hell, and they get married at halftime?
If it's actually going to be his last year and he's contemplating and he said this might be my last year, or she knows it's going to be his last year, she's going to obviously she already overshadows him, even if she's in a box upstairs, but she's going to overshadow his last game ever. No fucking way. If you got access to those markets, pound it. My kid's future going to be in trouble because I'm going to pound that shit.
I remain convinced that if the Gallaghers can keep themselves together, they will be invited to do the Super Bowl because they are the biggest act in the world that has not done the Super Bowl. And that would be a fantastic get for the NFL.
You'd hate it.
Well, I don't particularly care for much of their music, but I appreciate that they're considered one of the biggest bands of all time. And if they're on tour and they seem like they are at least getting along well enough that they can keep doing other shows, I really think I would think if I were the NFL, they'd be the person I'd ask. Jeff's 100% right. You can't ask Taylor Swift to do the Super Bowl this year. You can wait till next year when Travis is retired.
You could ask her. They've asked her before. She will not. She's above it. She's at the point where she is above it. And the only person that I could ever think of who did the Super Bowl when they were probably above it would have been Michael Jackson, but that was in a day where celebrity was a bit different. Everyone else who does it is not above it. They're not. They're like they need it more than like they need it to promote something or to be reminded of them. She's not at that point.
Did you see the guy who stole the kid's hat at the tennis game?
What?
No, I did not.
What a fucking.
He stole a kid's hat?
Yeah, the player gave a kid a hat. He just took it and put it in his bag.
It's a real
Do you realize
Costanza
this
move.
He's a Polish millionaire CEO, and he put out a statement. He said, "Yes, I took it. Yes, I did it quickly. But as I've always said, life comes first served. If you were faster, you would have it."
Is that
What a
was his
charming
real quote?
gentleman.
What's that?
That was a real statement from the guy?
Yeah, he said, "I remind you that insulting a public figure like myself is subject to legal liability. All
Oh,
offensive
fuck
comments,
him.
slanders, and insinuations will be analyzed for the possibility of taking the matter to court."
That guy's a fucking dipshit. And don't worry, Pat. He comes after you. I'll take care of the council. Fuck him.
I
Like,
have
what a
no
fucking-
opinion on this gentleman, one
What
way
a
or another.
No. What a fucking mutant. There are mutants amongst us.
It's like a real life Costanza. You nailed it.
You're-
I'm kind of with you guys on this one. I'm going to take the Chargers as well. It feels like if the Chiefs win, they win by 3.
Oh, I was taking the Chiefs.
Oh, you're taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, boys, we're switching it up this year.
Well, after last year, we need to do something.
Yeah, we're switching it up this year. I'm on the Chiefs. You think the Chargers going to beat the Chiefs?
Yes.
I think they can cover
Disley,
against
first
the Chiefs.
touchdown. Let's go.
Who do you like first touchdown in this game? Is it you got served, Omarion?
No.
I heard he's a sex pest.
I don't know.
You're
Tell
not
me
familiar
Travis
with his
Kelce
entire
will
library?
not score
No.
the first touchdown.
What's that, sorry?
I want him to say Travis Kelce will not score the first touchdown.
I don't think he will.
But who will? Who actually won't?
Quentin Johnson.
He's hurt, isn't he?
I think he's
Gonna
clear.
play.
Is he going to play?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
sure
it's just
about
a
that?
concussion. Yeah, I think he's. I'd hate to get checked on Chargers news, but it's maybe where we are.
He got carted off the field in a preseason game.
Yeah,
That
that
happened to
was like
Justin Fields, too.
precautionary.
It was in practice when everyone gets carted off. They have like a sore tummy. And then you were very excited to make excuses for him immediately. It turned out he was fine.
In a way.
He's as fine as he's going to be.
Yeah.
Let's get to Sunday, the main event of
All
the
right.
year.
The game being Thursday ruins my Sunday.
It's Friday.
It's on Friday.
The game being Friday ruins my Sunday.
When it's on the Monday, it ruins your Sunday.
No.
When it's on the Friday, it
No.
ruins your Sunday.
No,
when
no. At least
if it
on
were
the
on Sunday,
Monday-
it would ruin your Sunday.
On the Monday, you know that you're like closing the week. It's still there. If they lose and you got to, gathering with the boys, the initial, hey, it's up, the port sesh, it's all about just accounting for our dipshit loss.
No, at least you have all day not to feel. You know when they play the late game, you get like all stressed out during the early
I
game.
don't even get to enjoy the end of 1 o'clock. I ask my friends, what's the time in the real world? Like not game time. What's real world time? Because I need like time before the game.
There is no time this game can be on that you'll be happy about. It's not possible for them to schedule a Chargers game in.
4:50 Yes, 4:25 on Sunday with Vern Lundqvist. With Vern Lundqvist and Dick Enberg from Qualcomm. You want to, that will make me happy.
So you just want to broadcast from the 90s?
With at least
Yeah,
one
just-
person who has passed. I don't think that Vern has, but I do know that Dick Enberg has.
Vern was in Happy Gilmore too, wasn't he?
Yes, he's retired from Augusta and from college basketball, so I think
Yeah,
he's still
alive.
with us.
He's alive, but he's retired.
He's 85 years old. I saw my
Vern.
89-year-old grandmother today.
Honestly, Vern.
I don't think
and
she should be calling games at this point.
Vern did great tennis work too. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
top class. That Vernon.
College football, college basketball, tennis, football, NFL football. He
You
was
appreciate, you know, he's he was
Excellent.
one of the goods.
excellent.
He did
Yeah.
16 at Augusta, right?
Yes.
Good hole for him.
Yes, sir.
They're going to bring
Yeah.
Gus Johnson to do 16 next year.
Really?
No. I don't think Augusta would allow Gus Johnson
Well,
anywhere near that property for myriad reasons, really.
Well, I didn't realize that Ian Baker Finch was retiring from calling golf.
No big loss there.
No, but his is a voice that has been at Augusta on 17
Nah,
for a long
honestly,
time now.
They're just going to
It's
bring in Phil with a
replaceable.
fake mustache.
He can still play. Phil finished second there 2 years ago.
You can be the broadcaster, too. There you go. Just give him a headset. That's what they
Listen.
should do on Live.
You make
Change it
fun
up.
of Peter Finch until next thing you know, your master Sunday's filled with Colton O's one-liners, and you're
Ugh.
like, "Where's Peter?"
Oh, the
Give me
worst.
Peter back,
I'm not.
okay?
Colton O seems like a really fun guy. I don't like him on the broadcast.
He
Oh,
seems like a great guy, but
He seems
in
like a great guy, but he
one-off
just
contest.
the one-liners just don't always land, particularly at Augusta.
You can have Singing with Smiley at Butler Cabin.
Yeah, all of Jordan Spieth's friends.
I agree with you. Colt seems like a great guy, but his like goal of upping his one-liners all day is kind of grating on the mind.
Who's the guy? I can't think of his name now. Who does the golf commentary on NBC?
Dan
Kisner.
Hicks?
No. He's a player.
Kisner?
No, not Kisner. Like he does on-course correspondence.
Smiley, he just said it.
No, the guy was trying to hit golf balls
Oh,
out.
Johnson Wagner.
Johnson Wagner. He's
Sorry,
excellent.
he's more
I
Golf
like Johnson
Channel.
Wagner. He's
great.
excellent on golf.
Johnson
mustache.
Wagner had like one of the best
Yeah, I love him.
years in golf last year. Johnson Wagner, or maybe it was 2 years ago, he had like a top 5 year in golf, including players.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
Let's get to Sunday. Tampa,
Already? It's only been 41 minutes.
41 minutes
And we've gotten
exactly.
through 2 games.
We'll move. We'll hammer.
No, we won't.
Tim, for you, we will.
No, we won't.
Listen, if you get eliminated from my survivor pool because Philly lost, you can re-up in that same pool as long as there's spots left on Sunday, and maybe you'll take one of these two teams. This probably isn't the game that you want to go to, but if you go to Splash Sports, just hit the description. You can join the league, $50 to play, enter up to 150 times. You're probably not going to do that. I'm in for 5. If Philly loses, I'm just going to put in another 5, like Geoff said. It's a hack, a life hack with Pat to get 500K. Our friend already said he's going to win it. So.
I did read that.
And he said, after you do conversion, it's like 700K tax-free in Canada. So it's great news.
I love calling your shot in the elimination.
Tampa at Jeff Fienberg's Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
The NFC Chargers.
This is a game.
The Falcons are favored by 2.5 here. 46.5 is the total. Weirdly, kind of out on Tampa Bay, at least until midseason. That's when they really turn up the gears a little bit. But I think they lose this game. I like Atlanta to cover.
Did you say Atlanta's favored?
Yeah, they're at home. It's Falcons by 2.5.
Yeah, Falcons by 2.5. No, sorry, it's Bucks by 2.5. My
Yeah,
bad.
so I'm like,
Is it really?
I
Yeah.
didn't want to shout out a wrong line. I'm like, we're gonna hammer something on a sports book if
Yeah.
I'm blind.
So the
Atlanta's
Falcons
a 2.5 point dog.
at home.
Yeah.
Oh, then now there's 5 teams on this teaser because we're taking the Falcons up to 8 plus 8.5. Oh my goodness. This is a great spot for the Falcons to catch the Buccaneers.
I mean, they beat them twice last
They
year.
beat them twice last year. Wirfs is out. Godwin is out. Atlanta tends to start faster, and Tampa tends to start slower. This game is far more important to the Falcons than it is to the Buccaneers. I mean, this is the home game. This is a huge spot. If I were a Falcons fan, I probably would be declaring hinge game in this spot. I probably would be. I think it's a real rough road to hoe if you don't win this game. That's a tough loss to take in the. Anyway, I like Atlanta. I think Atlanta scores a lot of points in this game. I think it's a fun game. I think it can compete for the main screen.
No, absolutely
It can
not.
compete for the main screen. I don't think it's
Maybe
going to
at
be main
4,
screen.
Jets,
maybe at the
Steelers
end of
is
the
main
slate.
It better be, or at least secondary bottom screen.
Dolphins, Colts, main screen.
God, no, I can't. No.
There's a lot of like shitty fun games in this. Like they put the shittiest games of the week in this early slate, but they're all kind of fun in a weird way.
Except for New Orleans, Arizona.
No, that one's gonna be fun.
That game,
The
Jets,
Rattler.
Steelers
game
is
may not make a
main
TV.
screen.
Yeah, that game gets streamed on an extra phone that I have.
That
will
does
just hold
happen.
up like this. That'll be like the red zone check-in. So like you'll see a bunch of Cardinals touchdowns, and maybe the Saints will cross midfield at some point.
yeah, Shaheed will just have like an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
The Saints could very well win this game. Like they could win this game and then lose 14.
Which game are we doing?
We're doing
Tampa.
Atlanta. I like Atlanta quite a bit.
And I like Atlanta too, Jeff.
You know me, Fienberg
Penix
Falcon.
Mighty.
So let's go.
Are we convinced he's good?
No, but I think he will be.
I am worried Todd Bowles could really for all the Penix hype, 20 minutes into this one, I'll be like, Todd Bowles got me again.
I don't feel like Tampa's defense is actually any good, though. They're good because their offense is good.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. Just it's a good spot at home, and Tampa's not at full strength. And the Falcons are getting points, and I don't quite understand that. I think this spread is way too big because, on a neutral site, really this game would be Buccaneers by 5.5.
Well,
I don't agree with that.
Tim, you're pretty sharp there. This does seem like a nice teaser game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the math nerds would say, you're doing the right thing.
Takes me through a bunch of key numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philly, Atlanta, two-team teaser.
That makes sense.
And then you can re-up if it loses for the late slate of games. You know how this works. All right, well, that was an easy one. We're moving on quickly now.
Look at that.
Look at that. Las Vegas at the New England Patriots. The Patriots are favored in 11 games this season. This is one of them. They're favored by 2.5 points at home. 42.5 is the over-under. I am blindly taking Vegas in this spot.
So this was the game that I was thinking I might get crazy to start eliminators with and just take the Patriots.
Why?
Jeffrey.
Okay, here's what I want to throw out about this. So the Coin and Jeff are both taking New England -2.5.
I am taking the Patriots as well. But.
Okay. What does New England do better than Vegas right now?
Come back from big deficits and score points.
Yeah, but that's when they're losing.
I know.
They don't score those
I'm
points to
being
win the
facetious.
game. But really, maybe Drake May in the future is a MVP candidate. At this current point of time, is he better than Geno Smith? Probably
not.
Who has the running backs have to be? You have to give the edge to the Raiders, or they would have taken Henderson.
I mean, maybe. I
Wait,
don't
you
know.
don't think Genty's any good?
We'll see. I'm skeptical on
But
Genty.
you're in on Henderson. Henderson's of course good. Genty, the generational running back, we'll see.
I don't
Being in on Henderson and out on Genty is awesome. By the way.
Maybe it is a clown take. I don't know. I'm not taking Genty in any fantasy league. I don't want anything to do with him. 'Cause I just think
Tell people who you picked in your fantasy league.
in the 7th pick, I took Derrick Henry. I wanted a running back, and I didn't want to take Brian Thomas or Drake London with the 7th pick. So I went with the best running back left.
Amon-Ra wasn't there?
I don't think he was.
You had the big 4 running backs. Were they not available?
I don't
You had
know.
Saquon,
Gone. Bijan, gone.
Bijan,
Gibbs gone.
and
Gone.
McCaffrey.
No, McCaffrey was not gone.
You
McCaffrey's
took
not a first-round pick.
You took Derrick Henry over Christian McCaffrey in fantasy?
Yeah, I don't regret that. I think I would do that again.
Good news for Christian McCaffrey drafters so far this year.
In
And
non-PPR.
tell everyone who you're taking in early. You have the first pick.
I intend to take Bijan.
No chase.
No chase. It's only because our league gets super thin, super quick. It's a keeper league. And I have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds, and I don't have any running backs. And I'm concerned that with the first pick, I don't pick again until the second round, that if I don't take a running back with my first pick, I'm going to have real trouble getting good running backs in the second round, given the amount of people that get capped, and I don't pick again for a while. So I think it's easier for me to find receivers than it is to find running backs. So that's why I'm taking Robinson first.
I just don't, maybe the secondary, but just overall, the Patriots defense isn't all that great. I do worry about Geno outdoors. Like when you see most of his struggles in Seattle over the past 2 years, it's been playing in Seattle.
It is a Pacific team coming east.
Sort of. Is Vegas even in Pacific
Yes,
time
it
right
is.
now?
Yes,
It's not
it is.
Mountain time?
No, Nevada doesn't change its time zone.
This
Or
game
does change its time zone.
rules.
Rules?
I don't know why. This is the game I might be most fired up for on the Sunday.
It's the O'Doyle Bowl. It's
the,
just rules.
It's the Walt Coleman Bowl.
No, I'm just
This is
so
the playoff game.
fascinated by both teams. And ironically, I saw a great tweet that I'm bringing up from our boy at the Fantasy Grind.
Oh, DJ Jazzy Jeff Ulrich?
Yeah. Worst QB in the division, worst defense in the division, top wide receiver requested a trade, 6th overall pick on a running back, oldest head coach in football. Other than that, the Raiders look set for a great year.
I'm a bit more bullish on the Raiders than that.
They
but
also played a much stronger. If you put the Patriots in the West, they would
Yeah.
also be the worst.
I think
team.
he's a Broncos fan, so
yeah, fair enough.
I think he is. Maybe I'm misremembering. I know he's not a Chargers fan. I know he's not a Chiefs fan. I think he's in house. But
And look, all the front-running Patriots fans will at least be there for this game, so it'll be a full house.
I'll tell you this: the Patriots bandwagon's pretty full again with
yeah.
the locals who got off for a year or two.
Yeah,
You
sure.
picked them to win the division.
I know what I did.
Yeah, we know what you did. Exactly. You
did. I
just
picked them to win.
outed yourself. You
No,
just
I picked
outed
them to win. I
yourself.
know what I did. I picked them to win. I think they're
No,
going to win the
you
division.
outed yourself.
By saying that I picked the team that I picked
No, it
earlier.
was like you're trying to do work your own voodoo.
No, I'm not.
I would say this comes down
I hope
to
the Raiders win by 500 points. I don't think they will. I think the Patriots will win.
even if you can say that. I mean, Jacoby Myers is the number one. I guess Brock Bowers is the number one receiver on the Raiders. They have the two best pass catchers in the game, unless Henderson's just an amazing pass catcher along with the.
Oh, but they have Barry Sanders. I'm sorry, Austin Genty on their team.
not even a real
Shut up.
person.
Don't stop
Austin
bashing him.
Gentry.
They
I
have
don't need
Genty.
him-
He's going to be so good. He's going to run for 225 yards. I didn't realize he was the second coming of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Well, isn't that
Wow.
but isn't that why you pick him at number 6?
He's so great. I don't want anything to do with him.
Why?
I don't think he's going to be that good
Why?
because I think he's going to get like a ton of touches and not be a very efficient running
Yeah,
back.
but why? Why do you think that?
Because I don't think he was that great. And the one game I saw him against some stiff competition, he did nothing in the playoffs. Absolutely nothing. And that sticks with me. He had
Did you
such.
watch him play at any other time?
I saw a ton of high. No, you know what? Believe it or not, I was not watching faithfully
No, I don't
Boise
know. I'm
State
asking.
football, but I watched them in the playoffs when they had a bye and he got an opportunity to play on New Year's Eve, a national game, and he did nothing. So excuse me for being a little bit skeptical that somehow the Raiders are going to spin a gossamer web here and they're going to get 220 yards out of this running back.
Like maybe when I was watching him, he was like Billy Madison versus kids in dodgeball, but it was like mesmerizing watching him just move sideways and forwards at the same time, like Barry, like
Great.
LaDainian. Like
He's amazing.
it was
Best ever.
incredible.
The best ever.
My only point was that it's likely that he's better than a 3rd round pick taken in the same draft.
We'll see. I'm skeptical.
Okay. I'm going to give the edge at running back to the Raiders at this point in time.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe in 4 weeks we can reassess the situation. Going on what we know at the moment, I'm going to give them the
Take
edge.
Stevenson and Henderson over them.
Stevenson sucks.
Yeah,
We have evidence of that.
we'll see.
And we saw Henderson return a kick in a preseason
God.
game.
Tim, God, I hope you are right that Trayvon Henderson is a better pro than this guy.
I don't think it'll take much.
Jesus.
Did you secretly draft this guy too on your fantasy?
No, I want nothing to do with him.
So, better quarterback, better running back, better receivers, better, let's call it a push offensive line, assuming that the Patriots improved their offensive line, which was abysmal a year ago.
They did.
So, offensively, the Raiders are the better team. Defensively, I'll give the secondary edge. I mean, you have Christian Gonzalez. That's probably good enough to have the edge there. Defensive line-wise, the Raiders are way better.
They do have an excellent.
it is-
defensive
it
So
is
most
possible-
spots in this game, the Raiders are better, yet they're underdogs.
The Patriots might be the most overrated team in football, like in the coming into the year versus what might actually happen. Like I agree that's possible. They might not be anywhere close to what people think.
But win totals are about the same, and playoff odds are about the same, and so like.
But one team plays in a tough division, the other
But
one
when you're
plays against
coming
the
to
Bills and a
figure out
bunch of scrub
what the
teams.
line is going to be in this game, like that is all factored in.
Sure, I think it's a bad line. That's why I like Vegas to
Fair
win.
enough.
I like the Vegas money line.
Okay, fair enough.
Another money line I like. Cincy at Cleveland.
Oh, I'm with you.
I'm not alone with the money line.
Cleveland is a 5.5 point dog at home. 47.5 is the total. We know Cincy doesn't start strong. And I really think this Browns team is underrated. If you go to coolbet.com right now and go to the PME weekly boost on that screen, you will find Cleveland Browns over 5.5 wins boosted up to plus 150.
Cam Stewart was so upset that you thought Cleveland was going to be good.
I don't understand how they could be worse, for one thing.
Well, they may not be
Cam
worse.
Stewart's going to go onto the show every week and pick the Browns as underdogs after, like, even though
true.
he made fun of Pat for thinking they might be good.
I will take the Browns against the number, but I don't think they're going to win the game. This is a Fienberg, where I think the Browns will cover, but the Bengals will win.
It's probably the most likely scenario in this game. And listen, they can get boat raced if Cincinnati decides to step up, but who are they stopping? Anyone. Can they stop any team in football?
No, but I can close my eyes and I can imagine, football night in America. They're talking about,
28-3.
Everyone says the Bengals start so slow. Not this year. Bengals 38, Browns 6.
There's okay. Obviously, it's possible they have the talent. I have to take the Browns because I just do not see the Bengals delivering them and their fans like a stress-free week 1 win. I think it's going to be a spicy football game. I will take these 5.5 points.
I beg you people in Survivor, do not take a road team in the first week and do not take Cincinnati.
Okay, question. Does Arizona apply to that? Arizona's on the road.
I don't think you should take Arizona. I don't think you should take any road team in week 1. I really do. I really feel strongly about that.
It's a round to Cleveland, coin included.
That's bad news.
Yeah.
My biggest case for Cleveland is they have vastly upgraded. Every time you put the microphone down, it makes like a sound, by the way. You just hold on to it. That fizzy water is going straight to your head, huh? Is that lime flavored? Is it good?
It's actually delicious. And it's calorie free.
It's water, so I would hope so. I hope you're not drinking calorie-filled water.
There is calorie-filled types of this water, but this one is sugar-free.
I would probably try to stay away from the calorie.
I agree. This is the zero water.
Water zero.
It's good too.
Water zero.
Why are you all against me?
I'm not.
What's wrong with my water?
I don't even know what it looks like.
Flacco playing quarterback for the Browns is such a massive upgrade. So if they put Deshaun Watson into this game, what do you think the line is? 10?
He's a different character.
He's their fucking quarterback last year. Or, so I'm sorry, let's put DTR in the game. How's he going to be doing here?
I think the line would basically be the same.
You think it would be the same? If DTR is starting this game for the Browns, they're 5.5 point dogs.
Pretty close.
No, absolutely not, Geoff.
Come on, Tim.
Like, Flacco is not good. He got benched last year.
They also benched their starting quarterback too. Maybe there's just dysfunction going on in Indianapolis.
Okay, well, whatever.
He is a massive upgrade over what they were throwing out last year at quarterback. The receivers are healthy again. God forbid you kill Cedric Tillman again.
I drafted him.
Oh, my God.
I drafted him in that league. I was so excited to get him, too. I was like, Cedric, you're on my team.
You got Njoku, you got Judy, you have probably the best defensive line in football. That's going to be very helpful against the sieve offensive line of the Bengals, I would guess. Like, the defense is still good. Pretty sure the defense just stopped trying at a point last year. They were the #1 defense the year before that.
Yeah.
So if it goes in waves, as we said, defense is not consistent year to year. But even going into last year, it's one of the reasons to fade the Browns was it's hard to repeat as the best defense. They dropped off a cliff. Some of their guys got hurt. It seemed like there was an effort issue because they were running out me at quarterback, basically. Now they're not. Now we're back in week 1. They got a live chance here. I like them. Yeah. I like them to win this game, and I like them to cover the 5.5.
Well, we agree on the last part.
Miami and Indianapolis is next. Main screen game?
I hope not. I can't stand this game.
Indy is a 1-point favorite at home with Danny Jones playing quarterback, 47. Listen, you might think Miami sucks, and you might be right. All of you in this room, they got to be better than Indy. This is a real...
They don't.
Why? Indy sucks.
No.
Sucks.
No.
Can I
they
just
don't.
say there's no way for, like, I agree with you, Pat. Sorry. Like, Vegas has them at with a win total of like 8.5. Yet the internet thinks they're going to be the worst and their coach is getting fired first. I'm actually willing to side with Vegas and their line on their win total as to what might be a closer reflection than, say, Twitter. So I agree with you. I think there's too much of a stink on Miami. Doesn't mean I'm picking them this week, though.
You're going to pick Indy?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why or who told me. I think it was one of, like, Pizzola's smart friends. But I have Indy +1 in this game. I've had it for a while.
There's not, I get that there's 2 points. There's not a huge difference between -1 and +1 when it comes
No,
to
I already have the bet. I don't have a strong feeling. So yeah, I'm on Indy. I could buy out of the bet. Sure. I could cash it out full if I wanted, but there's Indy +1s in my pending. So that's the pick I'm making here.
Okay. Bad D-line,
Indy's
bad.
also underrated, by the way.
Are they? They're starting Daniel Jones as their quarterback.
Okay. But like everyone just assumes they're like not low and their roster's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. They're an okay team.
Sure, and maybe Steichen's actually a good coach. Maybe that will happen, but it feels like Daniel Jones is now throwing to when you get into year 9 of Madden and they start just making up players to be on your team. That's their receiving core.
Okay, I agree. They're an okay team, but it's sort of like the Dolphins. Like they're an okay team, and like the Colts, people like think they're going to be horrible. They're okay.
I think when you look at Miami and you start to think of what can be best case scenario for this team, if you look at best case scenario for Miami, their offense could still be awesome. They still have all the same guys. It could be shitty because they're all old now. Who knows? And they can't block, but they get the ball out so quickly. A-Chain's going to be healthy for week 1. Tyreek's healthy. Waddle's healthy. He'll take 4 plays before he gets hurt. But as of snap 1, he shall be healthy for this game. Like, there's nothing you can point to on the Colts to be like, oh, they're really good at X. They're just kind of okay at everything. Yeah. Maybe that's good enough to win this game. I would rather bet on the upside of the Miami offense. I mean, when they played this game last year, forget who was playing. I think Teddy Bridgewater was playing quarterback for Miami, and they lost it because they fumbled on the 1-yard line.
That was early, too. That was great.
They had multiple, like, horrific fumbles in that game. It was a true low point of the season. And Pat, you know what? You make, like, a very fair point that, like, you could easily see, even though it's hard to picture, like, if McDaniel and like if Tua's just slicing it and hitting guys, on the run, you could see how they could like for a few moments on an indoor track, like feel like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's in there. And
then they become they win this game like 34-10. And then they're the ultimate fade team in week 2.
And then just the Saints of last year. They look good for 2 weeks and then they're trash.
It could be. And like when you look at like what to answer my question, what did the Colts do well? They have a good offensive line. They have a good defensive line.
And a good running back.
A lot of teams, they have as good of a running back as Miami does.
Okay, well, you asked what they did well. Running back.
Sure. That a lot of that also has to do with how good their offense is.
Well, I like the Colts in this game.
Okay, why? Because they're not Miami?
I don't trust. I don't think Miami's coming into this game with good vibes. I don't trust that any of those offensive players are going to be fast or as good as we remember them being. I think they're a mess. I think on the road, I like the Colts at home.
And Geoff, you're taking. I'm on Miami Island here.
Yeah, after Tim's I'm sort of committed because I already have a bet. After hearing Tim's take, I kind of want out of my bet.
Tim will be picking against Miami every week this year. That's
not true. That's not true.
Who are you going to take him against? The Bills?
I don't know. We'll see. They may be getting enough points in a game that I want to take them.
The biggest strength of that defense for the Colts is going to be their defensive line all year long, as long as they remain healthy. And the Dolphins' offensive line is putrid. Yeah, but it's always been putrid. And weirdly, I do think it somewhat mitigates how good the defensive line is going to be for the Colts because it's going to be 2 seconds and throw. Like, they're not going to have time to get to Tua. If they have time to get to Tua, he just won't be playing anymore.
How many times will Waddle get hit and you'll think he's hurt?
No, he would. No, he will limp to the sideline.
And then he'll be fine.
And then he'll just magically come back 10 minutes later.
It happens every
time.
time.
The best player on the Dolphins is their defensive tackle, Seiler. I love that guy. And I don't know, Tim, thinking there's no way they can look fast indoors on Indy. Come on, man.
When they still have 3 of the fastest guys.
Oh yeah, they're so fast. Send them to the track team, the U.S. Olympic track team. They're so fast. Okay.
Oh, see, you've got me wanting to see the Dolphins track meet now.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Main screen game. And we'll time it. We'll have a timer to see how fast they are.
We can put it on the sub screen.
Indy for you 3, Miami for me. Giants and Washington. Washington is a 6-point favorite at home. 46 is the total in this game. Here's an interesting note about a game later and a game next week, which I was trying to wrap my mind around of why I like Detroit this week against Green Bay. Because I looked at because Washington is in Green Bay next Thursday. That's a Thursday night game next week.
Goodness, really?
Yeah.
It's a great game.
So the line in Detroit at Green Bay this week, Jeff, is Green Bay by 2.5. Washington at Green Bay on Thursday night. What do you think the line is next week?
Don't ruin it. We have a game to play.
Listen, it popped up on my screen. I looked at it, and this is what I'm
So
going
it's
with.
Washington
Now they-
at Green Bay?
Washington at Green Bay. Same as Detroit's at Green Bay. Washington's at Green Bay next week.
Okay.
4?
I was at 3.5.
It's 3. They're basically saying that Detroit and Washington are a half-point apart team. I get that Washington beat them in the playoffs. I do not believe that whatsoever.
So can
Detroit's
I ask
way-
a question? Maybe it's based on like, is Parsons gonna like just be limited in week
He
1?
fucking rushes the passer. What's he limited
Stealing
by?
all my talking points from the Lions-Packers game. I only have so many. Don't ruin these.
sorry.
I have
I'll
so
go
many
last.
takes on that game, and now you're ruining them.
You gotta go first when we break down that game, so
Thank
none of your other
goodness.
points get taken.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Jeffrey.
I really like the Giants this year. I do think they get waxed in week 1.
I'm a little anxious. We're going to tease the Commanders down to a pick, and I will take Washington -6, but with trepidation. Divisional game, new quarterback. Washington, sort of feeling its oats. That stadium's going to be rocking, but it's a divisional game. Get a little anxious about it. I will take Washington -6, but I don't feel super confident about the number. I think they're going to win, though.
I think if I was going to bet this game, Jeff, and it's probably a stay away for me, I'd bet Giants money line before the +6.
You could be onto something there. I'm gonna lean the 6. I just think this is gonna be a fun, spicy one. This game is not getting turned off. This game's gonna be on late. It's gonna be entertaining.
See, I think if you see that this game is stays on one of your screens past the first quarter and a half, go live bet the Giants.
That's bad news for Washington. Yeah.
Like, they need to get up 14-0 quick here and lay the hammer
Okay,
down.
I
And then
see
it's
what
a
you're
runaway.
saying. I'm gonna hope to make a mental note that if this thing is like close with a few minutes left in the first quarter, that might be enough to make a move. Yeah, I'm expecting a fun interdivisional game. Washington, last year was beautiful. This year, I expect them to win, but I think they're just gonna be in for a slugfest, a fight. Give me the G-men plus the 6. Yeah, I'll take it.
Do like the Giants this year, but it feels like the world really likes the Giants. So week 1, you get punched in the mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone feels real bad about that bet. Then it comes back around. Beat Washington the second time through.
Maybe.
I feel like even when both these teams, like when the Giants are good and Washington's bad, Washington usually does give them a game and vice versa.
I think that's true. I think these two teams do tend to play close games.
So Washington for everyone besides Jeff in this one. The main screen game for us.
Yay! Boo.
Pittsburgh is at. I thought this game was in Pittsburgh.
No,
They're
it's in Gotham City.
They're at the Jets. The Jets are, a 2.5-point dog? Disrespectful.
Please let me have this game. Please, I need this game. Just this one. Please. Please let me have this game. I need it. I understand there's a lot of reasons to take Pittsburgh in this game. I do. I understand. Although I think we may have the better quarterback.
Coin?
But
What?
I think we may have the better quarterback, but that's more of an indictment on Rodgers, perhaps. But I understand. Look, Metcalf's not going to do anything in the game. We know that he's going to get taken out by Gardner. The question is, can the second?
Hold on, Gardner. Let's not pretend like Gardner was some sort of lockdown corner a year ago.
He's going to take Metcalf out of the game. I'm not worried about that. I have other concerns in the secondary where other players may make some noise. The front seven is stout. I think we should be able to stop the run. It all will come down to can Fields just not fumble? Can Fields not turn the ball over? Can he just be scramble for 2 first downs, not turn that ball over? Can we get a good kicking game where guys are making field goals? Win this game 13-10, 17-14, 20-17. Please let me have this game. I really want this one. I understand. I'll give the Buffalo game away next week if I can have this one.
Oh,
please. I want this game so badly. I want it so much. I'm going to take the
That's a
Jets.
bullshit trade request.
Okay, well, that's fine. This is what I really, really need this game. I'll feel very good to have this game.
Would you give me a Dolphins game to have this game? Because that's what a trade would require, I think.
Yeah, I would.
You got to throw in a Dolphins loss.
I
Yeah,
would. That's how much I want. That's how I want. That's how much I want this game.
All right.
Who's the Jets' backup now? Is Tyrod back for the?
He's supposed to be.
Okay.
Please.
I'm going to
Just don't turn the ball over, okay?
You have Justin Fields as the quarterback.
Don't fumble. Throw it away if you're in trouble, or take the sack. Just please, just let me have this one. I need this, okay? Thanks.
Thank you for your concern.
I don't have, I mean, like, I understand all the reasons to take the Steelers. I can't stand here and tell you why the Jets absolutely should be the play. I can't do that. They're not on the teaser. I understand all of that. I think the Jets are probably a more talented team at a lot of positions, but there's such a big question mark with what Fields is going to do that it could just shipwreck the whole game. I am very worried about that.
Steelers have a great defensive line.
They do.
Jets don't.
I hope they play him out of shotgun a lot.
Shotgun? Who are they? The New York Jets?
That's right. That's a great pull. That's a great pull from Remember the Titans. I mean, the success will be, can Allen and Hall run the ball effectively? Get the ball in their hands. Get the ball in Wilson's hands. Get Lazard on a couple of crossers.
Lazard?
Get him on a couple of crossers. And all will be well. Just don't ruin this for me, please.
I can't believe Lazard is still there doing Malachi Corley's job.
Who doesn't have a job anymore.
You're fired.
Yeah. We hardly knew ye.
He said he was going to be an impact
I know what I
player.
said. I know what I said. I'm wrong. I'm wrong all the time. All the time. Why do you think 500 million people watched that YouTube short? Because they thought I was giving insightful advice? I don't think so. Come on now. I can't pretend to be impartial. But week 1 win. Let's go. You want to see this next Sunday night? I want to see this next Sunday night. Let's go.
Malachi Corley might sign with the Dolphins. Knock over here. Is your fizzy water fizzier now?
Tim, if the Jets win Sunday, are you going to say that? Are you going to talk about the Super Bowl on this?
Yes, of course he is.
No.
What if they win like 37-3?
That will be very satisfying, but it's just 1 week. It's a hinge game, but it's 1 week. No. If they were to win the week after, well, then maybe we're off to the races. But not after week 1. I solemnly vow that is not going to happen after week 1.
For everyone who jumped ahead to this point of the show to see this, in the comment section, I'm giving away $250 cash. You like the episode, you smash the sub button, and give us what Tim should be eating. Someone said that they want to start like a tip jar that people can like pay for your meals and get delivered to us at the show.
Seems weird.
Instead of me paying for it, someone else would pay for it.
Pretty good idea.
Anyway, if you have ideas of what Tim should eat on the Sunday Live show, Geoff, do you know who the guest is for Sunday Night Live week 1?
Kenny.
It is the rarely seen anymore for people who watch football and don't follow hockey, Chris Meany.
Oh, great pull. Great pull.
New father, works for the NHL now. He's going to come on and roast Cust.
That's fine. Everybody does.
I'll
take the Jets. Why not?
Yay!
Home dogs.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Tim, we love you, buddy. Out of like you put on a pretty good stump speech there. Like you get my vote.
Thank you.
Jets. Because you need it.
I do. I need it more than they do.
I want to like be giving after abandoning my family all day Sunday. I'll come home, I'll give the kids a bath, and I'll have be listening.
I've abandoned my child.
And I'll just be listening to watching you on my phone.
My boy.
In heaven. That's what I want. I want you. You deserve to be happy on Sunday night.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Just give me this one, folks.
Carolina at Jokesonville. My 2 division winners of the South this year. Jacksonville's favored by 347 is the total. I'll take Carolina. Just kind of think Jacksonville is fool's gold. Everyone thinks they're really good. I get why you would think that they are good. Just one problem. They're Jacksonville. And Liam Cohen might not be the answer.
Everything that we said, well, some of us said was going to happen with Carolina last year, it's going to happen this year.
I think this spread is just too short.
Why? Why would Jacksonville be that big?
What should Jacksonville be getting?
You have win total difference. And they're at home. And I kind of thought this should be like 3.5. And it's only 3. So I think there's a little bit of value on Jacksonville. I will take the Jaguars here. I'm not super convinced by any means. I don't particularly love either team. So I'll take Jacksonville. The Battle of the Cats I'll take Jacksonville. at
Cat
home.
on cat. It really comes down to, can Carolina's defense be any better than it was last year? And on paper, it should be. They have guys
healthier.
returning. They drafted guys. So hopefully those guys are better than the absolute jabronis they were putting out on the field.
Yeah.
Coker's hurt, though. It's no
Okay.
good. He's a big slot. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. They had to re-sign Hunter Renfrow, who was yelling at Brock Bowers for covering up his bald spot. Said he got to go full shave. Called him a coward
I'm
for
on
not shaving his
Carolina
head.
here. I think this is this game certainly not. We only got 7 TVs where I am, and I'll fight for this one. I promise you.
Well, you can fight for that one. That's Carolina for you and I, Jacksonville for Cust and the Coin. You can fight for that one or Arizona at New Orleans.
Yeah, but see, this could be people's like eliminator game, so it's in my group.
I advise against that.
The Saints are 6.5-point dogs at home. 42.5 is the over-under here.
Don't trust the Cardinals and Kyler Murray week 1 with your survivor life on the road. I'm just telling you, that is not a good idea. When you have 32 teams from which you can choose in week 1, I really don't think you need to be taking a road Arizona team here. I recommend against that. And we're going to take New Orleans and the points.
Why?
I don't know why. Call it a hunch. I really think this could be a year where like the Saints win 2 games, but like they win the first game and then don't win a bunch. And we've seen bad teams historically in the NFL win a game in week 1 or week 2, and they don't win again for like 2.5 or 3 months. But they're at home against a team that is inconsistent, and I don't particularly trust. They're as healthy as they're going to be. They're probably as good as they're going to be. This is probably one of their best cracks at a game, out of the chute outside of division. The world is going to be on Arizona. New Orleans has got to be the sharp side. I will take them. I don't love it, but I'll take them.
It's 6.5 points. I'm going to take Arizona because I do feel like we're in, when we look back, that, oh my God, 4 weeks from now, New Orleans was only a 6.5-point underdog. They feel like that team to me.
Totally.
Where all of a sudden, they're 13.5-point dogs every week.
I understand that.
Even in these home games. And it's not that I love Arizona, but New Orleans has a bottom 5 D-line, bottom 5 O-line, and a bottom 5 quarterback. Bad recipe.
They're the worst team in football. There's no disputing it.
And they have that dude who clogged the toilet. No, they don't have him in.
No,
They
he
have
was
Kellen Moore.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't have the plumber.
Coming off a Super Bowl
Super Bowl champ.
in that building.
Good vibes.
Some vibes.
Well, it's funny to equate it to last year when they had those 2 big blowout wins at the beginning of the year, Geoff. But I think that people forget that, as it turned out, Carolina and Dallas had 2 of the 3 worst defenses in football. We just didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, that week 2 game against Dallas, like that's thing still like reverbs. Wow.
That's when I thought for sure I was going to win my Saints against Carolina bet with Cam. I didn't.
No. Yeah. I'm holding my nose and taking the Saints.
Who's their? It's Rattler. It's not the second rounder.
No,
right?
it's Rattler. It's Rattler. I don't love it.
Rattler couldn't
Listen,
get me
you're
fucking
afraid you'd like
17.5
Kyler
rushing
Murray.
yards.
You know,
Week
Kyler
18.
Murray's gonna slice and dice.
Maybe. He also has games where he just doesn't show up.
But
Yeah,
do you know
but
who-
those are usually against like
listen,
decent teams.
Usually. I'm just saying there's going to be a lot of
guys,
trust.
You're talking about MVP candidate. Your
I
words,
know. I know.
Kyler
I'm
Murray.
just saying the football world is going to be putting a lot of trust in Kyler and the Cardinals this weekend.
Okay.
And I will just here to say, I told you so if it happens.
You know what
Tread
you guys
lightly.
got to keep an eye out for in this one though. Like evil. He's
Oh, yeah.
got this evil
we
look
go.
now. Michael's
Oh, yeah.
brother Brandon. He's shaved it. He's gone full shaven. He's got like a gray goatee. You will not even recognize his villain arc. You won't even recognize him.
Staley is their D coordinator. If you weren't, or is he the actual defensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Or is he like the
No, not what he did to
assistant
San
to the
Francisco
regional
last year.
defensive coordinator?
Defensive
Yeah.
line coach, assistant head coach.
No, last year he was assistant head coach defense in San Francisco and he broke them. He's the coordinator. He's Kellen Moore's coordinator because Kellen let him be the Chargers coordinator. What a mistake, Kellen. What a mistake. But hopefully you'll learn quick. Tyler Matthew retired. He had 2 days of Brandon. He's like, I don't want to be part of this.
How good was Honey Badger in college?
Excellent.
Oh,
That was
so
great.
good.
Excellent.
And I was so mad. Wasn't he screwed over in the draft? Like anyone could get him? And
Did it make
sometimes
you
NFL
happy?
teams are so stupid.
Did it make you happy, Jeff, to watch Arch Manning play terribly yesterday?
No, it didn't make
He
me.
nearly got shut out.
Why would it make me happy?
Yeah, your views on the Mannings are well known.
No. There's like specific things. I actually think the Mannings, like truly, they just exude class. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do right now. Actually, gonna give credit to someone. We took a little shot at before. You watch after that football game. Who has to sit and take the questions like a man? Like a man. Arch Manning. Okay, the whole internet, this is a kid, and the whole internet is burning this kid to the ground. But that little pussy bitch, Colin Morikawa, loses the 7th, 8th most important tournament on the PGA Tour calendar, and he can't talk to nobody? Fuck golfers sometimes, truly. Look at these kids.
Can't believe we went through a game where we talked extensively about Brandon Staley, and Jeff hated on somebody more than Brandon Staley in that section.
There's a guy on Miami, the University of Miami. His name is Charmar Brown, and he just scored a touchdown.
What's the score?
21-14.
Okay.
13 minutes left, but Miami has to punt.
Okay.
Back to ND.
We got it Miami +3 over here, so hopefully that finishes.
Well, we'll keep you up to date on the outcome of Jeff's bet as we go along in the show. Are you taking Arizona or New Orleans? 6.5, Jeff.
Arizona.
Is Arizona on your teaser, Tim?
No.
Let's try to do the watchability rankings of these. There's no one game that sticks out.
No.
It actually might be Tampa and Atlanta now that you've circled back to it.
Yeah.
The Jets is so compelling. It is. It's gotta be.
It's the dramatic.
There's no way the first hour, 45 minutes of the Jets game doesn't get the volume in the big screen where I am, just because of so much behind it.
Do you think Rodgers will run out with the American flag again?
I envision this being a pacing game.
Can we get a line on Rodgers over 2.5 touchdowns? Like he just comes out and lights them up?
Please, no. Not this week.
And then the entire narrative for the week is Aaron Rodgers, is he back? MVP caliber. Would that make you happy?
No, it would make me miserable. What a miserable thing that would be.
What if Fields has that game like he did on that Thursday night game that one time where he throws 400 yards?
I don't know what I'm capable of. Other than I made a promise that I wouldn't get too excited, and I won't get too excited.
What if he has one of those Terrell Pryor type games where he runs for $180 and throws for $180?
If they win, I'll be happy. If they don't, I'll be sad.
Breece Hall is the first touchdown scorer favorite in that game. Who do you? It feels like a receiver scores the first touchdown in that game.
Freiermuth.
Not Jonnu Vision?
No, Freiermuth.
Who is their second receiver? Is it Stone Cold, the third, or is it Roman Wilson?
I don't know.
Is it Barbara Stanwyck? He's still on the team?
There's a reference that dozens of people who are watching will get. I don't know. We're going to find out because Metcalf's going to be taken out of the game, so those guys are going to have to step up.
Where did Reed go?
I don't know.
Who?
The Jets' other corner.
DJ Reed? Yeah, somebody did sign him.
Because he was having a better year.
Oh, yeah, he was a fantastic. At one point, he was
on
the
the Lions now.
Yeah, at one point, he was the number one cornerback by PFF.
Now, is that because Sauce was taking people out on the other side?
No, Sauce had one of the best years a corner can have 2 years ago, and last year he didn't play as well. He still played really good. I expect him to play really good this year.
Better hope so.
I do hope so.
Or that defense isn't looking so strong
Well,
anymore.
not having
They
him.
gotta play good because it's time to get paid. So if Sauce and they want to get paid,
He did get paid, didn't he?
Yeah,
Sauce already got paid.
He already got his money.
He and Wilson both got paid.
After what we put those guys through the last 2 years, we had no choice but to pay them early so that there wasn't dissidents, shouting that they wanted out.
Fair enough.
The only
I back
tweet
it.
on my timeline just says, at Notre Dame, what just happened?
Oh, great. We muffed a punt.
Maybe they did. Oh, Garrion saying, stop it with the goddamn bubble screens.
Yeah, well, it's all they were running from what I've seen in the game. Just screen after screen. Probably picked off a screen or something.
For over a century, Johnnie Walker has shared its bold spirit with the game of golf. Now, crafted with Devereux Golf, Johnnie Walker introduces the Johnnie Walker Blue Label-inspired Sunday Golf Bag, elevating the game with sleek design, Blue Label hues, and refined gold accents. Celebrate your hole-in-one with a premium Sunday bag crafted by Devereux Golf. Submit proof of your achievement to johnniewalker.com/blue-in-1. Please drink responsibly. Are you ready for some football? If not, Chubby's is ready to help you with their NFL collection. Whether you're tailgating, grilling, riding the highs and lows from the game from your couch, Chubby's has officially licensed NFL gear to keep you looking like an ultimate fanatic. Now, you know, for me, I just really personally love Chubby's because they come in 3 different lengths, which are perfect for me. I like to show a lot of leg, and I'm not a super tall guy. So if I end up getting a small, they come out below my knees, and I look like I'm trying to be Eminem from the late 90s, which is not really the look that I'm going for here. And they have some bold designs for the NFL, but I like my monochromatic shorts when I'm going out. Show off some nice tan, some nice legs, and boom, we are looking good out there. For a limited time, use my exclusive code MAYO for $10 off at chubbyshorts.com/Mayo. Yes, that includes the NFL collection. Let the thighs out and the good times roll. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/PatMayo and get on your way to being your best self. Sometimes we turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone's a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. I've turned to some weird places to solve my life's problems. Have you ever texted like a big buddy group chat? Yeah, that's probably not the best idea. What you need to do is actually talk to a quality therapist. And BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. It's also completely online. You can pause your subscription whenever you need to and switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PatMayo. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PatMayo. Well, that brings us to the midway point of the show, which means it's time for a mini version of Cust Corner.
Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. He's got the hottest takes with the highest stakes. He should be president of the United States, but it's Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner,
So, you people know how I feel about KFC. I'm a big fan of KFC. They have introduced, at least here in Canada, this new pickle lineup, and it is upsetting me to no end. It is a pickle-flavored chicken sandwich. It is pickle chips,
Chicken sandwich.
pickle fries, and pickle Pepsi. These are what's being. I couldn't imagine eating that fast food order of pickle fries, pickle chips, and I don't even understand why everyone is so obsessed these days with everything pickle. I like pickles; they're fine. But it seems like such a trend right now where everybody wants pickled this and pickle that. No, I want these pickle chips. And, oh, we should do like a dill pickle hummus and a dill pickle that. No, like pickles belong like on sandwiches and hamburgers and that's it. They don't belong on in the batter of KFC that has 11 herbs and spices. And you add the pickle flavor and it throws off the balance of the 11 herbs and spices. And then you add it to the fries. The fries are like it's like going to the movies and the people who put the flavored stuff on their popcorn, like the pickle on their popcorn. I don't understand that. And then pickle Pepsi, like Pepsi's bad enough. Imagine having a pickle flavored Pepsi on. I couldn't imagine eating that meal. It would be so stomach turning. All right, I had to get that out there.
Question.
Can I just say
I have to
like
ask.
Tim is very like it is clear there is some pickle propaganda. Like pickle is being you're being overwhelmed by pickle at like Popeyes has got some pickle menu. Pickle menus are showing up everywhere. Tim is not wrong. I'm not like I'll just order something else. I never
Yeah.
got bothered.
Have
by
they
it
gotten
like
rid
that.
of the other stuff on the menu?
No.
So
they haven't.
what's the big deal?
The big deal is they're like advertising this as like, oh, this great meal you want to try. I couldn't imagine having pickle Pepsi or a pickle flavored chicken. Again, it throws off the whole perfect balance of all the spices.
Then don't order it.
I don't intend to.
Tim
What's
gets
the problem?
offended. Tim
just-
gets offended by places he really likes when they don't advertise things that he likes.
And not only that, like they're tinkering with like perfection. Who could want this? Like, what was I'd love to know the market research that led to them saying, you know what we need? We need Pepsi that's flavored like pickles. You know what we need? We need French fries that are covered in pickle dust. You know what we need with this perfect battered sandwich? We need to somehow add I just don't. And it's everywhere, and everywhere you look, Geoff is right. There's like this pickle phenomenon going on right now, and I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
But you said you like pickles. I don't like pickles.
I
So
think
this is
they're-
not for me.
I think they're
but I wasn't
fine
morally offended by seeing
They're
it.
fine in the right place. They have their place. But not here. No.
Is this like when you had to pull over when they had like a vegan menu?
It's close. Well, it wasn't that. It was that they painted the KFC green.
Maybe they
That's
should do
what
that for
bothered me.
Pickle Week.
I was
It was
worried about
plant-based.
that. I'm worried
is
about
what
that.
bothered him. Plant-based meats.
It wasn't
is
even
what-
that. It was that they painted the KFC green for it. That's what really got me going. I just don't like it. I don't understand the pickle propaganda, as Geoff put it in. And I don't even know if they're doing this in the US, but in Canada, this is what they're pushing forward. And it bothers me to no end. And I just had to get it off my chest because it really bothers me.
Would you
Yeah,
like to
I
know?
mean, it's
what-
they're all copycatting each other. It's kind of annoying. It's like when
Yeah.
there's like the hit summer movies Volcano, and then there's like a Dante's Peak.
I like Volcano.
Did you like Dante's Peak?
No, but I liked Volcano.
In Dante's Peak, there was that old woman who wouldn't leave her house.
That is true.
She got peaked. Full of fucking ash. Here's what Google AI says about the pickle trend of 2025. It's a major food movement driven by younger generations' desire for intense, bold, and complex flavors like tangy, sour, and spicy. This trend goes beyond pickles themselves, encompassing pickle-flavored snacks, condiments, and even desserts.
Pickle flavored desserts like the pickle Pepsi. Yeah.
Pickle Pepsi, like, get out of here. That's something that I should see at the state fair, not
Yes,
at the
you're
restaurant.
right. That's where that belongs. That's exactly where that belongs. Get out of here with your deep fried pickle wedges too as appetizers. Get out of here with those.
It has turned, after spreading across social media platforms, turning pickles into a nostalgic and personality-driven lifestyle choice.
I don't even know how to respond. No, stop. I beg you. What are you going to do? Make me I'm just waiting for like a quarter pounder that has like a pickle mayonnaise or something on it. Like this won't stop here. And it needs to stop. Just please. I love you, KFC. You know I love you. Please, just don't do this.
Some of the driving forces behind the pickle movement are the demand for intense flavors,
You already said that.
sensory experience, and gastrotourism.
Gastrotourism.
mean,
You know
this
what gastrotourism is to me? It's the international menu at McDonald's. That's gastrotourism.
You don't even like any of those ones.
Well, one
For
of them was
years
okay.
you complained.
One of them was okay.
Did you try them all?
I tried everything.
What was the best one?
Oh, it was the teriyaki sandwich. Even though it was very messy, it was flavor-wise, it was very good.
For years, you said that if you actually went anywhere, the first place you would
Yes.
go is McDonald's to
Yes.
try what they had. Now, you don't go anywhere.
No.
So that was never going to happen.
Never.
Instead, they brought it to you, and you were very upset about
Well,
it.
because it wasn't very good. Geoff will back me on this. How bad were the pizza bites, Geoff? How bad were
it
those?
was. I was shocked that got past McDonald's quality and control. And you can like mock that statement, like McDonald's quality control. Usually, things that hit the menu, or at least like you could see like how someone finds it delicious, even if you don't. I don't. Those were so low rent. Even for McDonald's, I was shocked that they got there.
Nobody wants pickled sandwich. No one wants pickle Pepsi. No one wants pickle dusted fries or pickle
But you
chips.
eat. But here's the thing: there's so many like new things that you do eat and you are amused by. Like you got some like McDonald's teriyaki chicken.
Yeah,
or
that was
something.
fine. That was fine.
But that's what I mean, though. Who wants teriyaki? Like,
No,
like you, I would say, as like a fast food hardo, I don't get upset about this because I like encourage them innovating, even if it's not something that lands with me.
No, even if that's true, I think you have an obligation to say when you think they've missed the mark, to come forward and say, I think you missed the mark on
Just
this one.
don't order it. That's how you get.
Well, I don't intend to. Don't worry. I don't
intend
intend to order it. I don't intend to eat it, but it still bothers me to
Unless
no end.
I do
that
know
it
a guy
exists.
who might harass corporate on the internet, but the only way you can speak to these people is to order or not order.
A trend analyst at Google said searches for, quote, pickle flavored, end quote, reach an all-time high in the United States in February, increasing by 340% year over year.
Madness.
They want it. Want them pickles.
Apparently, some people, I don't understand it. I just think this is the wrong venue for it.
These sound, I mean, wait till McDonald's gets their pickle flavored whatever.
I'm afraid of that.
Do you think that people like will request to go to the cuck space in the drive-through because they're getting the pickle stuff?
If they recommend a pickle DC, I'm out.
Really?
No, I don't mean that. But I'll be upset. And I will complain.
To who, me?
Yeah, and
You'll
in
complain to them.
I'll just complain in general. This has been really bothering me. I had to get it off my chest. It annoys me to no end.
Feeling better now?
I actually am. That was kind of cathartic.
Should we get you some
No.
for week one?
No.
Week
do
one.
Not, do not, do
I feel
not,
like we're
do not,
we're
do
locking
not,
that
no,
in for week
no,
one.
No.
Pickle KFC and pickle Pepsi.
Oh, no, don't do that.
You walked into this, pal.
Yeah.
I didn't think of this. Ugh.
How did you not think of that?
I don't know. I didn't think of that.
You walked right into
No,
it.
I don't want that.
Tune in to Sunday Night Live 1 with myself, Cust, and Chris Meany, where Cust will be dining on some pickle KFC. And you know what? He'll fucking love it.
No, I won't.
You will.
Chances he loves it, Jeff.
Like, it's not even fair. It's not even a fair, like,
Really? You think I'm
bet.
going to take a big gulp of the pickle Pepsi
No,
and
you
think, oh,
think
this
there's
is
a
delicious?
chance this thing is worse than the trash you glad-handed last year?
That
There's
was
no
good stuff.
You ate MREs, not
They
even
were
good ones.
They were good. They were so good.
Jared said that they turned to paste when he left them inside.
Well, most things do.
Not like that.
Well, whatever. Those were good. No, no.
I'm going to throw a little one at you.
Okay.
What do you think the worst rule in sports is?
Wait.
Can I give you one?
Okay, I have one, but go ahead.
The possession arrow in basketball. Just do a jump ball.
Well, that's only in college ball, but yeah,
But it exists. Like, why? Why do we need the possession arrow?
that's fair.
How about fumbling through the end zone?
No, I don't have a problem with that. You should be penalized for fumbling down by
I
the goal
agree.
line. That should be you
If
should
the
have
end
to pay
zone's
the price.
sacred, like, no, I agree.
Otherwise, you're going to have guys just willy-nilly sticking the ball out, trying to hopefully score a touchdown with basically no consequences. If you're going to extend the ball for a touchdown, then there should be a real price to pay if they slap it out of your hands.
Here's the secret. They do that already.
Yeah, but they would do it even more so with the backup, I think. And coaches would encourage it
I don't
a
want
lot
that
more.
rule gone. I like
know.
that rule.
I
The
would say
possession
for
arrow's
me-
pretty stupid, though.
If you hit a golf ball in the fairway, you ought to be able to move it out of a divot.
I agree.
I think that would be my rule. Or bring back the two-line pass in hockey, but that's not going to happen.
Are you the only person, you and whoever coached the Devils in the 90s
Look,
are the two people who want that back?
The Edmonton Oilers were the best scoring hockey team of all time, and they managed to do that with a two-line pass being offside. I'm just saying. It just encourages cherry picking, and I just don't think it produces as good a hockey.
So you thought 90s hockey was the way we needed to go?
90s hockey wasn't great, but 80s hockey was great, and it had all these rules.
But then the game evolved. And then we got what happened in the 90s. Then they had to change all the rules because it was unwatchable.
The left wing lock was an unfortunate era of hockey,
And they made the pads 8 times the size for
which
goalies.
I think that should probably be reduced as well.
But then the reason there were so many goals in the 80s because they basically didn't wear gear.
Well, they did, but it was much more slender, and no one other than Patrick Waugh did the butterfly either. But
I heard the butterfly's out.
is it? Are they back to pad stacking?
I think so.
Oh, great! I loved a good Kirk McLean pad stack.
Kirk McLean couldn't get the Canucks over the edge.
Very
in 94.
close. Very close.
They should have brought in Kay Whitmore to play.
I think some other rules in sports I don't like.
Jared, do you have any? I want to know from the people, too.
Oh, I tell you what, I hate offside in soccer. I hate it. It's already impossible to score. If people are offside in soccer, that's A-okay in my book.
See, I'm with you, but I think it's because neither of us like soccer.
No.
I feel like if you like soccer, you're like, no, that's like
But, like, I tune in-
key component of the game.
I know, but I tune in to the European Championship and the World Cup, and when I watch those pretty religiously, I'm like, this is the stupidest rule.
Stopping the clock in first downs in college football is fucking stupid.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like in the NBA that you can advance a timeout from behind the basket to halfway up midcourt. I prefer the college rule where you have to inbound the ball from the backcourt. That you
I got one.
Arbitrary, yeah.
Challenges. Like, you know how
Like that
whenever...
challenge?
Oh, no. Like, whenever anybody thinks that they might have been fouled, they're doing this. I know you can't see me. Cust, if you could, like, do it for the people.
Like
yeah,
jump
that
out.
thing.
Jump out.
Like an umpire saying home run.
Something's got to be done about that, because that drives me up the wall.
That's not really a rule, though.
No, but I think they could implement a rule to take that out.
If you do that, someone tases you. I won't say shoot, tases you. Then you'll learn real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the begging for calls, because it works.
That's
just
true.
it.
That's it, right?
I mean,
And
I guess
time
the
wasting in
most
soccer
annoying,
works too. Should take that out too.
the most annoying thing that happens.
South American teams would never win if you took diving out of soccer.
There
The
should be
Italians and the South American teams would immediately lose in the World Cup.
There should
their
be
whole
a
game.
huge penalty if your entire defense runs to the other end zone to celebrate a fucking turnover.
Yes,
and
that's
it's
the
called
worst.
Back
We've gone
on a
too-
replay.
We were in an era of the NFL where it was too restrictive and people couldn't celebrate. And I understood opening the floodgates, but now it's gone beyond. You recover a fumble on the 30-yard line on the first quarter, and 12 guys are doing duck, duck, goose in the end zone over a fumble. I don't like that.
If it was a touchdown, I would be on board with it.
That's fine.
But like a big sack and then everyone celebrating it.
It's too much.
It feels like it tires you out.
It's too much. This is professional sports. Be professional.
Notre Dame's second and goal from the 7.
Yeah, but they're down 10.
No,
right?
now they're only down 7.
I'm sure they'll manage to not score.
Let's get to the late set of games. Tennessee at Denver is up first. A reminder to everyone to play in that goddamn Survivor League. It's $50. Just play in it. $500,000 to the winners.
We're doing a lot of begging on this show.
Listen,
no, we're doing a lot of begging.
It's week 1. It's the biggest audience we're going to have. I'm going to beg. Says hit the description, go to Splash Sports and play in the 4for4 one. We need 8,000 people to join up. It's a lot of people. Now, if they all enter 150 times, which they probably won't, that's not so many people. But anyway, pick the Eagles, see if you win. If you lose, go back and rejoin. Or rejoin again anyway. Who knows? The Denver Taps are favored by 8 points. It's 42. This is the obvious Survivor pick, in my opinion.
I think the Eagles still is, but this would be the next one.
This is the biggest spread of the week.
By half point. It is.
Touchdown Notre Dame. Tie
Oh.
game.
Well, maybe they go for 2.
No, they kicked the extra point. 3 minutes left.
Florida State. Okay. Sidebar. Florida State wins a big game yesterday against Alabama at home, and they win. They storm the field. 80,000 people are on the field. This is Florida State. You've won national championships. You were just in the championship game not that long ago with Jameis. What are you storming the field for in week 1? I understand that last year the Seminoles were bad. But like,
Weren't they good? But they
no,
got
last year they were like 2-10. They were
What
bad.
was the year
last
where they
That was the year before.
the
yeah.
year before when they ended up losing their
They had a
quarterback?
perfect season and didn't get to go to the playoffs because their quarterback got hurt. Like, I understand if you're like Vanderbilt or you're a Div 2 team or you're like Duke in football or like a lower, totally get why people would storm the, not Florida State. Come on. There's got to be, don't glad hand that. Don't do that. That bothered me. Anyway, sorry. I interrupted you. I like the Titans here.
Because it has your main man, Cam Ward.
I just think it's too many points. I just think it's too many points. I think Cam Ward's going to play okay. I think Denver is a little bit inflated. I think Denver's going to be a super popular side. I will take the Titans to cover. I don't think they're going to win, but like see this being like a touchdown game, so just barely a cover. But I'll take the Titans.
I struggle to see where the Titans score points, Geoff.
I'm going to take them in this game.
Plus, they went 2-15 against the number last year.
But that's a
not
fair
likely to happen.
concern. I mean, I'm not like in love with the Titans here. If they get mollywopped, that doesn't shock me. It's just for week 1. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of points. The Titans were like close a lot, like played a lot of tough games last year and had the dumbest turnovers ever. So
I
don't
remember
know.
having a lot of money on them week 1. When that
maybe they're
exact same
not
thing
like
happened.
horrific, and this is just a lot of points, but I'm not running to take this to the window. I'm not running to even I'm not looking to tease the Titans either because I wouldn't feel. I could see how this thing could get stupid, but I'm taking 8.
Weird. I'm going to take Denver. Weirdly, I think these teams are kind of similarly constructed in an odd way. Like they both possess good lines on both sides. It's just the rest of the defense for Denver is so good.
Yeah, it's true.
They go out in the first round and draft another cornerback to go with the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
And Bo Nix, I think might actually, I don't know.
We'll see.
If you put him, I think he's a lot like Brock Purdy, where if you put him on another team, I have no idea if he's good or not. But with this system, with Sean Payton, I think that he is good.
Well, obviously he overperformed my expectations last year. I give him that. Still a little bit skeptical. I said that on the AFC show. But I just think it's a lot of points. Week 1, that's a lot of points. I'm going to take Tennessee.
I feel like Denver can score a lot of points.
Maybe they will. Maybe this is a bad pick, but I just think it'll be a somewhat competitive game.
I feel like we always live in this fear that one of these rookie quarterbacks is going to pull the Cam Newton from week 1 and just out of nowhere throw for 400 yards and get the win. It's like, that happened once. And usually in their first starts, they're really bad.
Also.
RG3 against the Saints. I can't recall what Daniels did last year. I don't remember.
He probably looked awesome.
It was probably pretty good because Kenny Kim was
awesome.
Kenny Kim was very excited when he came. Yeah.
Just saying that most quarterbacks in their first game look horrible.
Yes, I agree. Remember last year, Caleb and the Bears were favored against the Packers.
Tampa beat Washington in week 1 last year.
Okay.
But Daniels looked okay. They still couldn't win.
No, they didn't.
Or cover the number.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll just take Denver against a rookie quarterback. Especially a rookie quarterback going up against one of the best defenses in the game.
I get it, but he has had a lot of time to prepare for this. Like maybe if this was a week 5 game, I feel less.
See, it's you can try to prepare all you want, but the jump from college to the NFL, just the absolute speed of the game, especially when you're going up against an elite unit, you just can't replicate it.
I think it's a very smart argument. I'm not going to fight you.
You have to be thrown in and face, and maybe he just sees the game differently. That's why he was the first pick. But probability would say that's not the case, especially with a team, I wouldn't say devoid of talent, but they're not very good. They have Calvin Ridley and a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
San Francisco and Seattle. I'm telling you, they stacked the late games here. It's going to be a fun one. Seattle's a 2.5-point dog at home against San Francisco. 44 is the number, and I like San Francisco in this game. I continue to work off my theory that Seattle can't block for Sam Darnold, and if you can't block for Sam Darnold, he will throw the other team the ball. If that happens, San Francisco easily covers this number. So that's my lane that I'm sticking with here. The coin shall be going with Seattle, though, against me.
I really like both of these teams. This is a tough one. We'll take the 49ers, but I'm not super enthused. CBS has the 5 o'clock game. What game are they showing? Like where are Nance and Romo? No, it's a CBS game, Jeff. Where are Nance and Romo going?
Yeah, but now they split them up.
What do you mean they split them up?
Like an NFC game could be a CBS game.
Week 1? No. Really?
Well, you think that Brady's in Green Bay?
I don't know where Brady's going to be. They're not. So I don't think they both have a doubleheader in week 1.
Nance and Romo could be at the Jets, and Brady.
Nance and Romo are at Lions Packers.
Yeah, so there, told you.
Really? NFC game.
Week 1, yeah. The rules, dude.
Yeah, this has not been a thing for like 10 years now, and you continue to bring it up.
Well, no, it is. Like CBS owns the AFC rights.
Week 1 is start. Tim has gotten over it, but week 1 does sort of shock.
Yeah, if this happened in week 6, I wouldn't question it. But week 1, really? There's no. All right, fair enough. I don't know where Brady is then. I assume he's got to be in the early games.
Falcons, Bucks, maybe?
Falcons, Bucks, or
Giants, Commanders.
Giants, Commanders actually is, I think, where I would probably send them in the early slate.
It's probably where Brady's going to be.
It is.
Or maybe they have Pittsburgh. Maybe they have that game. Maybe they have Pittsburgh Jets.
Giants, Commanders, week 1, Brady.
That's of those early games for Fox, that's where I would send
And he can be just giving us all the insight Tom Brady can bring. Jaden Daniels is a very good quarterback.
Well, we knew he wasn't going to do Patriots-Raiders. There's way too many conflicts in that game all around.
Who do you like between Seattle and San Francisco, Jeff?
I'm surprised that we're all on the 49ers here, but for week 1, I mean, I'll bail quickly, but as starting out of the gate, I'm going to back the 49ers. I'm going to back Kyle and Purdy. And even if there are things different there, they're going to get my money even, I think, on 4 o'clock.
Let's do the Nance Romo game. Detroit at Green Bay.
I love this game.
Green Bay is favored by 2.5 points. Now with Micah Parsons, your guy, 47 is the total. I like Detroit in the points. I think anytime you can get Detroit in points, I'm going to take it. But they can get their clocks cleaned here, and I feel very differently about the team that I picked to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC.
So I think that the team that second most succeeded from the Micah Parsons trade is the Lions, because he will only be in on a handful of snaps.
Why do you think that?
Because he hasn't had time to practice with the defense to run very much. He's going to be on third down. So I think he's going to be like a third down rusher.
Really?
This week, particularly with a short week coming this week. This is a great spot for the Lions. You're the Detroit Lions. Going to Lambeau in early September is like the perfect time to go to Lambeau. The Lions are favored to win the division. They have a higher win total, and yet they're completely considered as pick'em in this game. There's value on the Lions. I love Detroit plus 2.5 here. Detroit is on the tees. We take them up to 8.5. I just think this is the world is going to be on Green Bay. Green Bay is going to be an extremely public side this week. The Micah Parsons news sends that to the moon, and people are already excited about Green Bay. Somehow, Detroit, the team that was 15-2 last year and won this division, is going to be the sharp side, and they are. I love Detroit in this game.
I agree with Tim, Geoff.
I agree, like, with everything he said, but I don't feel like we're on the same side a lot this week. Is that like a bad thing?
Based on our picks last year, yes.
Yeah. Come join us, Jeffrey.
The coin is taking Green Bay. If you need someone to side with you.
No, like I'm pro Green Bay. I'm pro what the season holds, but I am with you guys in terms of like what I am seeing from this line. For sure. Yeah, give me Detroit. This is uncomfortably we're together a lot.
Isn't it weird that on Thursday night that Washington's only a 3-point dog though?
Yes, that is a bit too short. Maybe they factored.
So yeah, what was your K? We were stealing a lot
Well, we
of
talked about it, the Micah Parsons stuff. We talked about. I also want to talk about them getting to play Green Bay Green Bay in Week 1. I think it's a great draw for the Lions. Yeah, I
like,
just think
because of the trade, you like it became a better draw. Like,
well,
No,
the trade is great, and they also get to play in Lambeau as a dome team in September
For sure.
rather
Yeah.
than December or January, right? Like if you're the Detroit Lions and you get to pick when to play Green Bay, Week 1 or Week 2 would have been the week you'd have picked to go to Green Bay. So I think that's a great draw.
When are they? They're at the Bears in Week 18,
Okay,
and
I'm sure they have a couple other cold games.
no, their only other cold game will be November the 16th against the Eagles. Back-to-back weeks, Commanders, Eagles outside.
Okay, so I mean those are cool, but
But that's not
frigid.
After that, the Giants, Packers, Cowboys all at home, at the Rams, at home against the Steelers, at the Vikings. Netflix game on Christmas Day.
That's a good draw for them.
And they had this drive where they played
Two outdoor games last year.
Yeah,
I think,
Packers and Bears were the only two that they played
Yeah,
outdoors.
so that's a great draw.
But they don't play a ton outdoors this year. All of their outdoor games are front loaded. Packers Week 1, Ravens Week 3, Bengals Week 5, Chiefs Week 6.
And you'd want to play them.
I like this angle. I hope they don't get blown out.
I'd be very surprised if they got blown out.
Losing-
If Green Bay won,
Listen,
I wouldn't be shocked if Green Bay won it by any means.
Look, Philly was 8-0 the year after losing in the Super Bowl,
Something like that.
and then they completely tanked.
They made the playoffs, but they
lost
the
to
bottom
they lost
was
to
falling
Tampa
out.
in the
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
But like they from about mid-season on, they were terrible,
That's right.
and they were kind of a house of cards when they were 8-0.
Yeah.
And that was the year after they lost both their coordinators.
Yeah.
I do worry about that with Detroit.
I agree. All of that's true. I just think this is a great spot game for the Lions. And if you're like you and I, who both have Detroit in the Super Bowl, I'm not going to start picking against them here.
Houston and the Rams. The Rams are favored by 2.5 points at home against the Texans. 44 is the total in this game. I don't know why I want to take Houston, but I want to take Houston. Can you please talk me out of that?
And I like the Rams.
Just because they're better?
I think they are better. I expect Stafford to play.
Well, Stafford is playing.
Like, so it's week 1, so it's like the best I'm going to get out of him,
Yeah,
probably.
that's a good point. This is probably the best you're going to get out of Stafford before the back really becomes crippling to him.
And I don't trust the Texans that much, so yeah, I'll take the Rams. I'm not super enthused about it, but I just think it's probably, I think that they probably should be. They're not even teams. I think the Rams are slightly better, and you're being told they're even teams, and I don't agree.
I'm going to take Houston. I think they can cause a lot of problems for any opponent.
Based on the last time you saw them, I would agree with you.
Well, no, they played again after that. But
yes, that's
listen,
true.
yeah, I mean, on that note, they are not. If your back hurts, I would not want to see the Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter situation. But the Rams are tempting because Stafford is like playing, and I feel like that's just like an easy angle. Stafford's playing. We gotta like back them when he's playing. I think Houston. Yes, I guess they made the playoffs last year. Yes, they won a game. But I still feel like people are, I don't know, like kind of like down on them, and I'm not. I like the Texans here, 2.5.
I'm down on them mainly because of Stafford's back.
Yeah.
Like if he's already in the cryo chamber at the same age as me, heading into a season, and like Geoff said, that with this D line coming at you, unfortunately the Rams have a good offensive line. They have a good defensive line. They can win in the trenches, and if Stafford's healthy enough, that's why I'm going to go with you. I agree with you that in week 1 that could look good. By week 4, this could be halfway through this game. This could be looking bad.
Yeah, it could be.
Like the moment you start seeing him get up slowly after a hit. If Greg Williams was the defensive coordinator for Houston, they'd win this game by 1,000,000. You'd have Jimmy G in there within one play. That'd be it. But I don't know. A very lowly watched game. What do you think gets better ratings? Rams, Houston, or Denver, Tennessee?
Rams, Houston.
I don't know. I feel like Denver has a fan base.
Well, that's true, but Tennessee has no fan base.
Is Houston?
Houston is like the 4th biggest
I
city in
get-
America.
I get that.
And LA is the 2nd biggest city in America.
But no one
Like,
cares about these teams in these cities.
Well, I don't know that to be the case.
I mean, I might be dead wrong here. I would still imagine that there's more Cowboys fans in Houston than there's Texans fans.
That could be.
They're a brand new team.
No, they're 20 some odd years old
Hey,
now.
listen, I'm using your logic on this. Brand new. They're a
Yeah.
new team. Expansion team.
Well, they are, but
Main event of the week. Baltimore, Buffalo, Sunday Night Football in Buffalo. 1-point spread in favor of the Bills, 51.5. You have to use a logic when it comes to this, Geoff. It's not the playoffs, so Baltimore's going to win. Baltimore, +1. Easy.
tease them up.
I don't love teasing against the Bills.
I do when you're the Ravens. I don't see the Bills winning this by margin. I really don't.
Do feel like the Bills can beat anyone by margin.
Not in the no, they don't beat the. But then these two teams play.
No,
the Ravens always win, and when they played in the playoffs, it was a 1-possession game. Like, I don't think Buffalo is able to blow out the Chiefs or the maybe less of the Chiefs.
Did they not blow out the Chiefs in the regular season last
They
year?
might have beaten by 9 points, but like
I just remember Allen had that run at the end of the game.
they're not going to blow out the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win. I'm going to take Baltimore. But you know, it should be an excellent game. But just again, as I've been saying for like this last several weeks, Buffalo is a one-man band, and if you can figure out as Baltimore has in the past how to slow that one man down, the Bills don't have a whole lot more to throw at you. Baltimore can beat you in any number of ways. Their offense is incredibly variegated. Buffalo's isn't.
I don't know about that.
I do.
They're a 1.5-man band.
I don't agree with that at all.
They have Lamar and Derrick Henry.
Well, that's two really good players.
But if Lamar...
They have guys who can catch the ball.
Not really. They don't. No. In fact, the reason that they lost to Buffalo in the playoffs is because they have guys who particularly cannot catch the ball.
Well, he did drop that ball. But I just think the Ravens' offense is a better offense. I think the Ravens' defense is a better defense.
See, that's where I would disagree.
And I
This
think the
Ravens
Ravens-
defense might be secret bad.
I think they're significantly better coached. So, I mean, look, the books really feel that Baltimore is clearly the better team. Buffalo's only laying a point at home.
Which is strange considering Baltimore is projected for more wins and a favorite to win the Super Bowl over Baltimore.
Yeah, it is strange. So you
Maybe
could say
they just
there's-
know in the playoffs Buffalo will beat them.
maybe so, but in the regular season, in this game, no, sir. No, sir.
Does Josh Allen have to give Lamar his MVP if he loses this game, Jeff?
No.
Okay.
I'll go on a limb and say no.
You have to make a pick for this game, by the way. You got to stop sweating that bet that's coming down to the wire.
I'm gonna take the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills. Obviously, this just feels like it doesn't really matter, other than the implications it could have later in the year. Both teams will be able to swallow this loss and do everything they need to do.
It's going to be huge. The winner of this game could very well be the place that playoff game gets played.
I disagree.
Really?
I think that Buffalo just has such an easy, even if they lose this game, they have a much easier path to the 1 seed than Baltimore does. Just with the teams that Baltimore has to play in division. It's way harder.
Okay.
And Baltimore will find a way to lose to Kansas City in the regular season too. They hate beating Kansas City in the regular season. Or just Kansas City in general.
In general, yeah.
Bills can at least, they prove they can beat them in the regular
They
season.
can indeed. Yeah.
I'm just more excited to watch this one. Tune in to Sunday Night Live before this one goes on the air.
We don't know what we're eating yet on Sunday night. Either.
Pickles.
No, we don't know that.
It's either going to be pickle KFC or I'm just going to get you a big thing of pickles and you'll have to eat them all.
I'd rather not do that.
Take unpickled wieners, Tim. Okay.
Like those Vienna sausages? Yeah.
No, like the really big ones that come in like the big glass jar.
Those exist?
100%. Maybe we'll get you those.
Yeah.
Maybe Jared can cook you Newfoundland-style dishes.
Toutons.
You can have toutons and scruncheons.
Yeah, there
I
you
don't know what
go.
those things are.
Well, you have to put like molasses on them, so I'm sure you'll like
Well, I
it.
do like molasses.
Jeff just sweating the
Well, what's
bed.
happening?
There's like 41 seconds left.
Just
got the
no,
ball.
well,
Every day.
Tim's like complaining. Tim made his bed. Whether like you must meet this pickle maker at some point here, and it might as well be next week. Like,
If
what
I
are we
had thought of
talking
that,
about?
I wouldn't have even brought it up as a topic.
Well, you walked into it.
Okay, well, I feel dumb then.
Dun 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 dun. Vikings at Bears.
DTR.
Zesty DTR. The Bears are only a 1.5 favorite or dog, sorry, at home, 43.5.
People, the books love the Bears. They
You
always
picked
do.
them to go to the Super Bowl last year.
I know. I'm guilty as anybody else. But yeah, I'm not shocked by this line. It's an incorrect line, but it doesn't shock me.
So you really like Minnesota. You're not worried at all about J.J. McCarthy.
As worried as anybody else, sure. I just think this Minnesota team has a lot to prove, and they still have. Now I don't know exactly how well Jefferson is doing. He's banged up, right?
Is he? Is he that banged up?
I mean, I thought he was like a little bit injured,
No Addison. Probably no Naylor. Hardly know her.
but they have Thielen back. So that solves all their problems.
Guy will be good until he tears his hamstring again. The game's over. Miami won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the score?
27-24.
I'm tempted to make Minnesota my super lock.
Really?
I don't feel that strongly. Like I said, I'll take the Vikings and lay them 1.5. But again, it's in division, and like McCarthy, we don't know what we're getting out of JJ McCarthy. It's a huge question mark. But I mean, I picked the Bears to finish last in that division. I'm not as optimistic about them as other people. So if I'm only having to lay a 1.5, so be it. Take the Vikings.
Why do you like Minnesota so much, Jeff, as someone who bet the under on them for the season for the first time in the history of the show?
Yeah, there's some unknowns there, but I like them in this matchup. I trust Kevin O'Connell. There's still some unknowns with the Bears. I think this is a nice spot for week 1 on the road Monday night. I think this is I'll be putting real money on the Vikings. There's not a lot of games I feel that way about. So that's why it's definitely on the short list for me as a super lock. But as we've acknowledged, like we're recording this pretty early, like way earlier in the week than we normally do. So that's like tough to feel too great about something. But right
Not
now the
dissimilar.
Vikings are one of 3.
To the Lions Packers. I mean, Vikings getting to go to Chicago in week 1 is also great for them.
Sure, but I would weirdly say that the Vikings might be more suited to play an outdoor cold game than the Lions are.
I think I agree with that.
You know,
I do think I agree with that. That they're more, the Lions are more speed and precision oriented than Minnesota. Although Minnesota certainly has type of players.
I'm going to take Chicago in the points. However, I think the bet here, Geoff, would be to outline Minnesota if you like them a lot, like -10.
Ooh.
Because I can see them, like if the Bears get into a game here, because the Bears could come out, you can know 10 minutes into the game, like, oh no, this is not working at all. No, nothing has improved.
You'll know because Jeff's X feed will just be him laughing.
I don't hate Caleb.
You dislike him so much that you want to take this -1.5 Viking as your super lock. That's
I
the
like his
reason.
over rushing yards in this game.
That's a bet. I'm like you abandoned him, buddy.
You abandoned his boy.
I follow Jeff's example.
Yeah, now you're all in on Cam Ward.
Yeah, again, I didn't abandon Caleb. As long as he's a pretty good quarterback. But yeah, I'm all in on Cam Ward now.
Okay, pal.
Okay.
Do you know what Tim told me before the show, Geoff?
What?
That he thinks that Caleb Williams might be the black Zach Wilson.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
I would never say that.
No, I
buddy.
did not say that.
He might have said it differently, but he didn't say
No, I didn't. We
that.
didn't talk about Zach Wilson at all. This is just a complete out-and-out falsehood.
Well, there's only 2 quarterbacks that you've called Mahomesian in the course of this show. One of them not being Patrick Mahomes, by the way.
I know.
Zach Wilson and Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Same guy.
I'm hoping Justin.
That,
Fields
there's
will
a
be like
couple
that, too.
things on tape that's yeah. I mean, damn. Zach in a t-shirt and shorts throws a nice ball.
Okay. Super locks for the week. See if we can get off to a hot start here. Where are you going with yours, Geoff?
So I'll just say it's between the Patriots, the Falcons, and the Vikings. That is where I am short lining. They're all pretty small point spreads. Atlanta at home. You know what? Atlanta at home. We'll take the 2.5 points.
I am between Cleveland, Denver, and Detroit for mine. I'm just going to nut up. I'm going to take the Broncos -8.
I'm shocked that you didn't take Cleveland there.
Yeah, I'll end up betting more money on Cleveland.
Yeah.
By the time the best bet show comes around and Cleveland's +7.5 at that time, it'll be glorious.
Detroit.
I just think that, I really do think that Denver,
That's fine.
We'll watch that, because that's on as a part of the late thing. It'll be on that top left TV. It's it's 38-3, huh? There's that backup running back that someone drafted in the 16th round in fantasy. Oh, he's getting run now.
Cummings.
Who's Cummings?
Is that the name of the backup running back in Tennessee? We watched him.
I don't think that Tennessee is going to be up by
Well, but they'll also put their backups in too if they're down by a million points.
the Chestnuts, who you're thinking of.
Okay.
J.K. Dobbins is the backup for the Broncos.
Okay.
Jeff's guy. And so
Yeah.
you got one-eyed Najee.
The Broncos backfields couldn't be probably going to be pretty good.
Recap your free money teaser for us, please.
Again, free money.
Hey, it was 5-15 last
There's really
year.
no such thing as free money, but it's what I feel good about.
Lifetime record entering the year. Jared, do you want to guess what Cust's lifetime record on this show is for his free money
And bear in
plays?
mind, it got better last year.
It did, yeah. Last year was by far your best year.
I was here last year. I do remember a little bit. I want to say somewhere around 20, and it's in the hundreds. It's 140 something.
31 and 152.
It's not great, Bob.
not
So
great.
again, there's no such thing as free money. But this was a teaser that I like. And it's Philadelphia -1.5, Washington to a pick'em, Atlanta to +8.5, Detroit to +8.5, and Baltimore to +7.
You
wrote
said there's a
7.5.
lot of free money out there this week.
I just
the
gave a
top.
5-team tease.
Denver, Arizona money line parlay. Take it to the bank.
It's aggressive.
It's really not aggressive
Just
at all.
telling you, don't back Arizona. I'm just telling you. You don't need that heartbreak in week 1. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Survivor picks. Once again, people. Spelling it out for you. Play in our Survivor League. They gave us $500,000. That's guaranteed in that prize pool. There's not even 2,000 people in it as of right now. It's only $50 to play. You can have multiple entries. For the love of God, play in it, play multiple entries, and tell every fucking person you know to play in it too. Really help us out over here, okay?
Yeah, do
Thank
that.
you.
Do that, please, and be like us. Smash Philly, and when they lose, we're just gonna re-enter.
Re-enter it. And listen, if Philly loses, re-enter the next day, take Kansas City. If they lose, move on to the weekend. You have until Sunday to join this pool, so please go do that. What are we going to do here? I'm going to take Denver.
I'm going to take the Eagles.
Eagles, Pat can win this week.
Yeah, that's happened before. Jeff and I have blown up with the same team in week 1 before. We're not afraid to do that.
Dipped our toe back in the water. You were worried that this was going to be a long one. This is like this will probably be the shortest show of the year.
It's okay. You don't have a lot to talk about in week 1 is the thing.
Well, we've already talked about these
We
teams.
talked
too.
about these teams. There have been no games. We don't have a feel for anything. We're just talking about what we, on pure
If not for the
supposition.
Parsons trade, this show's probably like 15 minutes shorter.
What do you
week.
think is? Well, just look at this right now. So it's nothing that obviously we predicted, but you always get the 1 or 2 just completely outrageous week 1 scores and teams winning. What do you think that could be?
I told you, I think it's the Saints.
What's the score of that game?
Titans
with
or the
Saints?
Browns?
I really hope it's the Browns.
Because the Browns, even though the spread is shorter, like from like just a perception wise, Bengals got a lot of star power. They fuck pretty hard in fantasy football. The Browns are just like the laughing stock and the quarterbacks.
It's funny. Cleveland and Miami seem to be the 2 teams that the books respect far more than the public does. Just based on these
to
lines.
put the Colts into that group right now as well.
I just don't hear anything about the Colts.
You're right. They're almost so nothing. These are our Colts. This is our team. We love you. There'll be a few people who get that, but Colts anthem, rock on. Love you, Seth.
It's not as good as San Diego Superchargers. Did they bring the song with them? There used to be.
That was just the sing-along section of the show.
Diego, Superchargers, San Diego. Chargers, San Diego. Superchargers, San Diego. Chargers, char. We're coming your way. We're gonna dazzle you with our play. Thunderbolts and lightning. We'll light up the sky. It's classic. It's a
There
classic.
used to be a channel on Sunday Ticket. I want to say 20 years ago.
Yes, they play the local local coaches shows, and then they would just blast the anthems. When those weren't playing, right?
Yeah. It would be like when there'd be 9 games in the opening slate, there'd be 4 in the late slate. You go back to one of the early games, they would just play the theme songs of all the teams.
I got a lot of memories being stuck where I didn't want to be having to watch the Dave Wanstad coaches show.
I had one friend who hated the Mike Holmgren show so much.
But those shows would air on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday in the local market. But yes, before pregame shows, like in the 11 p.m. hour, the Sunday Tickets in Canada would show those shows.
That's right.
What is your off the wall prediction for week 1, Jeff?
Just okay, people think that's biased. So yeah, the Browns, I'll go with you, because crazy would be like for all the offseason hype the Broncos got, deserved, and I'm scared shitless of them, if like number 1 overall pick team went in there and just shook it up. Eliminators, people's vibe on the Broncos. That would probably be, it's the biggest spreads. It'd be the craziest shakeup of the week.
The smell that would be on the Broncos would be like a 3-week long smell too. People, the spreads would be too short.
It'd be a
People
great
would
bounce
be
back
It would be a
on
great,
them.
but like people would like into week 5, they go, yeah, but they lost to the Titans. Like that's exactly where people would play that card.
I have one crazy one. Dolphins win by 40. And then people just completely reverse their stance on my. Who do they play?
I
next
won't.
Who do they play next week?
They play Washington. No, they play on Thursday. I don't know who the Dolphins play.
The Giants actually
Patriots?
winning would be pretty spicy.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. I don't think that people, although they have a larger spread than Cleveland, I don't think people are going to be super stunned if the Giants win.
No.
It'd be like if the Browns win. I don't think that people are there's a segment of people, as Geoff pointed out, like everyone who's expecting the Bengals offense to be basically what they were last year, and they still lost all those games. That if that just happens again,
It won't be shocking.
It's like, oh, they lost 38-30 again.
It'd be like an easy PTI talking point. Here the Bengals go again, sort of thing. It wouldn't be a shocker.
Was it last year they lost to the Patriots?
Yes, in week 1. And I believe that it may have even taken me out of Survivor in week 1.
Yeah, probably took, bad memory.
But Miami just posting points on the Colts. I could see happening.
Of course they would. It would, and the Jets would win, and it would ruin my day because I wouldn't be able to bask in the glory of my win because we would have a room full of Dolphins fans who would just never stop.
It's not there's one
Always
Dolphins
about
fan.
you, eh?
In this case, it would be.
It's one fan.
I think there might be more than
Room full of one.
No, I think there may be a couple Dolphins fans here.
There's one Dolphins fan who will be there. There's as many Chargers fans in the room as there is Dolphins fans.
Yeah, but he's not. I mean, he is a Chargers fan, but he also hates the Chargers. It's a weird
He's
thing.
like Geoff.
It's a weird vibe.
We love, but yeah, everything is just pain and
Health and safety, Geoff. Health and safety. Friday.
listen, Tommy Fleetwood, Thomas Detry, and Cam Young won golf tournaments this year. Maybe good things can happen.
Last thing, I need you to give me an Uber rating. So Uber ratings are done 1 out of 5. So what would you give this Uber driver? I got a text from my friend who was on his way home from the bar on Saturday night.
Okay.
And he told me that the driver let out a fart that was so bad that the driver rolled down all 4 of the windows. What do you give that Uber driver? Do you give him a 1? Because I asked my wife. She said she'd give him a 5 because she felt bad.
I would give him a 2 because he's self-aware enough to have rolled down the windows, but also he was flatulent, and that's terrible. So 2.
Geoff?
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's a scene. All 4 windows. That's rank.
It's rank. People would be like gasping for air, like when Jerry had that car with the BO, couldn't get rid of it. People are like, he and Elaine are sticking their heads out the window while they're driving to get fresh air. That must have been just vile.
Just vile stuff.
Oh, and at the end of the night, when you're probably not feeling 100% to begin with, that's not a good scene. But again, he had enough foresight to at least roll down the
Immediately,
windows.
just all 4 on the, we're going down.
Means this is not his first rodeo.
I'd do better
How
than
many
a
times
1.
has this
I wouldn't
man
give a 1. I
Pass
wouldn't
gas
give
in
a
his
1.
car.
You wouldn't give a 1?
No, something like really bad would happen. Like something. It would
guy
have to
almost
be
hit
more
the
of like
bicycler
almost
that day
getting
with
in an
you and I.
accident for me to give a 1. Like something driving based. you know?
Yeah, no, there's 2 1s because I only give a 5 or a 1. I don't do anything in between. It was either acceptable or it wasn't. Those are my 2 stances.
Fair.
And I've given out maybe 2 1s in my life, and both were that. Even the guy that almost hit the guy, I didn't really care about that. It's fine. I have it in my settings that I do not want to be talked to. They fucking talk to me too much. Like I have my earphones in. Like I just don't want to talk to the driver. I get away from my family. I talk for a living. Sometimes I just want to sit there and do nothing. And I don't want to get into a mundane conversation with some guy who has the same conversation with everyone he picks
See,
up.
now you know I like to talk to these people.
Sure, you like doing that. I don't.
I know.
I feel like as a driver, you need to be able to pick up on
I
that.
do agree with that.
1 star.
You have your.
I'll take fucking
if it's noted in there.
Frederick
Please.
Flatulence over there.
Well, that's a take. That's a take. Would you rather a chatty Cathy driving you home,
I'd rather the fart guy.
or somebody who let out, a past wind that was so vile and so inhuman that all the windows immediately have to be rolled down? Can you just imagine what that must have been like?
Tim,
Yes.
before we leave, can I ask you? Because I never followed up, but like a few weeks ago, maybe over a month ago, you lamented about like playing with strangers in conversation, golf, and we told you you'd probably love it. You'd be perfect for it.
It's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it.
Have you met some fun people?
I have, but actually, it's the best people I've met have been like people who've joined a twosome that I'm already in. It's okay. I still like. The other day I went out there. Okay, so I went out to play before the tournament, and I called the club. I said, "Is there any open times?" And they said, "Well, you can either play by yourself at like 2, or there's 3 other people at 2:30 or 2:10." I said, "Well, put me in with the 3 other people. I don't want to play by myself." So I get there and I check in and they say, oh, you're by yourself now. The other 3 people have had to change their time to 2 o'clock. I said, well, then just move me into 2 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
And I get up to the start and they go, no, you're by yourself. Those people actually changed back to 2:30. They did not want to play with me.
Do you think that they knew who you
No,
were?
I don't
they
think
didn't
so.
want to be cursed?
No, I don't think so. I think they just wanted to play with themselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I felt so small.
No, that's shitty.
I had to play
That's
by
shitty,
myself.
and the club
I played
almost shouldn't allow it. to
I
be
played
honest.
9 holes by myself. I did not like it, and I went home.
I don't like playing by myself either.
The
I
club
don't like
almost
it.
shouldn't allow that.
Like, it was clear that there was the 3 of them. They just wanted to play by themselves. Now, I can respect that. But, like, come on.
I would never do that.
I didn't like that.
No, I feel like that's bad form.
I thought so too, but at the same time, like, who am I to decide? Like, they want to play by themselves. Okay, like I respect that. It's just so that sort of soured me on it a little bit, and I don't think I've played by myself since. I'm not saying I won't again. I will again, but
You need, you need to get a part of that early morning crew that I play with.
fair enough. Anyway, so I've had good experiences. No amazing experiences, but good experiences. But I've had. Some.
Have you played with anyone? I mean, you didn't actually end up playing with those people.
No.
But have you played with anyone yet who like sucks? Like is
Yes.
awful to be. Oh, really?
Oh no, bad golfers.
But, like, they were fine to be around.
I didn't play with anybody who was a bad person. Like
That's good. And I bet you played with a bunch of people that were way worse than you.
some were worse, some were better.
But you don't normally get that experience.
No, and
Isn't it fun to play with some like real shitty people? Makes you feel good
not really.
about your game.
A little bit, but I was like, I don't like to see people hit bad shots. So
We play with you.
I know I would hate to watch me hack around. Like that would bother me, but like at least it's me doing it. So it's a mixed bag, Jeffrey. That's the way I'd come down on it.
How was your weekend away, Geoff?
It's lovely. Listen, it's the last weekend of summer. School's back next week. Football's back next week. It's just, lovely.
We can get this to 3 hours.
No, we can't. We can't get it in 3 hours. I appreciate that.
All right, that's week 1. We'll let you get out of here. SharpStack, 4for4.com/Mayo. We'll get you 25% off the package. And if you get the SharpStack package, that means you get all the DFS optimizer, all the content, fantasy projections, league sync, everything that is included at 4for4 with the SharpStack package. You'll get all that plus the betting tool. And you can use it for a week for free. You don't like it, you can cancel. Isn't that right?
Tim and August.
It's not my name. A lot of energy there.
Answer the question.
I wasn't listening. I was drinking my water and already thinking about other things.
What other things? Was it getting the SharpStack app at
No, I'm just thinking about
forfor4.com/Mayo?
The Irish game, and whether I even want to watch the highlights because now that I know they lost.
Apparently, Miami did a very cowardly thing by not really trying to get the first down from the 30-yard line of Notre Dame and settling for a really long field goal, but they made it.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the playoffs now is you can lose a game or even 2 and still make it. And I mean, they lost to a terrible team last year.
Oh, God, if Notre Dame loses 5 games, they'll probably
No,
miss the
but,
playoffs.
like-
And you'll be like, they deserve to be there. They're the biggest
annoying.
team.
I wanted them to win, but that's too bad.
Jeffrey, it's going to
Yeah.
be over a week before we talk again.
Yeah, that'll feel weird. That's coming off golf season. That's going to be a long time.
Enjoy your break from me.
I'll be tuning in Sunday night to watch Tim pound some pickle.
Pound the pick.
Just can't imagine it would be any
Get
good.
that big pick in
we,
you, pal.
we can get something else. Something better.
I mean, you better hope the people in the comment section come up with something better.
No, I know what they're going to do now. They're going to like want me to do this, and I didn't want to do this.
Well, it's already what KFC pickle. I have it written down. So we came up with it. What you need to hope for is that one of these good people watching or listening right now comes up with something better.
Please.
You want me to let the coin pick?
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Tim, I've seen like pickled pizza at some of these bougie places now,
I have
too.
to.
For someone who likes pickle, it doesn't seem like you like pickles.
It
very
belongs
much.
in a couple of places, but that's it.
What are the couple places? Give me your power rankings of where pickles.
Like a submarine sandwich, a hamburger. That's sort of it.
So
and
basically, it has to have bread.
it's an additive to a sandwich or a traditional sandwich. Pizza is a sandwich. It's an additive to a traditional sandwich.
Like a nice
that's an
pickle
old take.
spear
That's an old
with
take.
like a deli sandwich is a
Yeah.
classic thing, right?
Yeah, or like on a McDonald's hamburger. That's fine.
It's true. Without Paul producing the show now, Jared gets to hear all these insane takes over the past 10 years for the first time.
Oh, that's an ancient take. Oh yeah, pizza is a sandwich. It's got bread, it's got cheese, it's got meat, it's got, it's everything you need. It's a sandwich. It's an open face sandwich. Pop-Tart's a sandwich too. It's got a top, bottom, filling. It's
A lot of sandwiches. Do you eat a lot of sugar sandwiches, do you?
No, but I'm just saying it's a sandwich.
Can you tell Jared about your popcorn sandwich?
I once made a popcorn sandwich.
Tell him how.
2 pieces of bread, popcorn, some mayonnaise.
Was there pickle seasoning on it?
No, there was not. All right, I see how this is.
Never heard the popcorn sandwich.
If you're looking for some more content, I will be back Tuesday live with Ian and Jake. We'll have Thursday night and Friday night football content for you on Wednesday with the crew from 4for4 and Betspert. So 4for4.com/Mayo to go sign up and get yourself 25% off that now. We'll be showcasing the DFS product and the betting product and breaking down those games. Cam and Rob on Thursday, Tambo and John live on Friday, and then we'll be live after both sets of games on Sunday with me, Tim, Chris Meany, and a pickle sandwich. All right? You be there too. I'm Pat Mayo. I'll see you next time.
That Mayo experience. Experience.